Okay, we are live. We are live. Looks like everything is in order. This time I made sure to check in advance, so if there should be any technical troubles, of course, let me know, but so far I think we're pretty good. And welcome everybody, we are back with some live streaming action again. It's been a while. Well, that's actually not true, it's been like a week, pretty much as usual, but I'm already hyped because I have a few things planned for today. Don't know how many of those we're gonna do, but there's some variety, like some backup variety, in case we get bored or if we finish things up a bit earlier than expected. So yeah, you might be in for a surprise. We'll see about this. And there are the first few people already showing up. Welcome Raven, welcome Margin, and welcome Zinnikin. So glad to see you join this early into the stream. It's always wonderful to see that. Margin says, I sadly missed last week, but thankfully I won't miss this week. Oh, that's glad to hear. I appreciate it. Of course, there's no, there should be no remorse in missing one of these streams, but of course, I always appreciate anybody who takes time out of the day and their evening to join us here. Although, imagine, I think for you it's more like daytime, right? You live in the US, I think it's probably fairly early into the afternoon where you live, or something like that, but where I live, it's evening. And there's Marquise as well. Yo, Yugi people, yo to you too. So glad to see you back joining us here. So, people, we are doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Mostly. We'll see about that depending on how the stream goes, but of course, as always, we will do mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. And we will start off with what was promised during the thumbnail. Dude, I don't even know. Excuse me for the first few minutes as my brain is still warming up talking in English without a script or anything. And allow me to switch over to our game. Let's see if this works out. As always, I will try to talk a bit more quietly. I must have said this probably every single stream since the beginning, and at some point I will learn. The game is not appearing though, which is interesting. Let's quickly see why that is. Game, are you there? Could you show yourself? Maybe like this? How about? Can we get some? Yeah, okay. I think now things are going the way we want. Okay, so what are we doing today? So we are starting off with our Tag Force 2 challenge, you know, to put it in quotations, because basically we already finished the most challenging things in this game. So what we're playing is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2 for the PSP. You might know the prequel to this game, which was labeled differently depending on which region you were playing it in, but it's basically a sequel to this, a sequel to the first Tag Force game. And what we're doing here is we have chosen Syrus as our partner, as our dear partner in crime, or in duels rather, and we're trying to beat the game, like his story campaign, with Syrus, which naturally of course is possible, but we're also trying to do the most difficult things in the game as Syrus, and we already did these things, like beating the championship tournament, for example, was one big step we've already finished. So now we're basically at the end of his campaign, so this should not be all too difficult. However, people who've already been in the stream quite a few times know that Syrus is not exactly the most competent of people when it comes to dueling, which is fascinating since he's on a supposedly elite, high-class dueling academy. At least that's always how I thought of it, but okay, in order to get warmed up, how about we try to get some duel points and play said tournament again, just so we can also maybe prove to the new people that we are in fact capable of winning these things. And now I'm going to proceed to embarrass myself completely, right? Okay, so I will try to, as I said, I will try to talk a bit more quietly, but also more directed into my microphone. So if I should at any point be more quiet because I forget, which is what I tend to do a lot, you know, throughout the day, then just remind me, hey dude, get closer to the microphone or something like this. I would genuinely appreciate if you remind me, because that would make it easier to focus on not talking too loud. And this is a wonderful start, isn't it? Okay, accelerator. So the championship tournament is pretty cool because, of course, we have all the champion characters in here, and what makes these people so strong is, as you can probably tell, not exactly the specific cards that they play as their main archetypes, because, I mean, look at this. Look at the freaking field spell, dude. But they all have very strong tech cards. They play Mirror Force, they all play Snatch Steal, and all of these wonderfully fun things. So what we're going to try to do is survive here, and I'm not quite sure how. Your voice has never been a problem. No, I don't think so. Like, people were not even complaining in the first few streams when the sound was actually mono. Like, some people were writing, hey, I only hear on my left side. And it took me like 3 streams to figure out why that was. I eventually did, luckily, but I noticed when watching back some of these streams, because I will use some of them for like videos. I noticed on a few of them that the dynamic range is still very present, and I'm already compressing my sound quite a bit, maybe even a bit too much, because the sound quality is not like, could be better, I suppose, but let's get rid of this thing. I'm already compressing my audio so that the quiet parts become louder and the overly loud parts become a bit more quiet. And still, it feels like sometimes I'm way too quiet and sometimes the voice overmodulates and is a bit too crunchy, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, back to suffering. You know, there's Pablo Delgado, welcome to the stream as well. Glad to see you in here. Just wanted to focus a little bit to give a bit of an intro, because I know there's some people who watch these as the VODs after the fact, you know, when the stream is already done. So I always want to make sure to give a little bit of an insight into what the hell we're doing currently here. Okay, now I need to focus on the game, because it seems like we're getting our butts kicked. Was that a good idea, Rocket Warrior? I mean, okay, setting the poly, he had a poly in hand, so it's not necessarily a big deal, but if he does this right, and he does it right. He did not do it right, but it's okay. Mirror Force would have been popped anyway, so... This was stupid, but of course we can't expect this from... Okay, no, sorry. Oh my god, dude. I'm throwing shade at Syrus, and so far he's doing... decent? He's doing decent. The problem, though, is we don't have enough attack to get rid of this thing. We do have a few fusion support cards that we can't really use. 1900 attack. I have to set this and hope that they don't summon another monster now. And that's El Nero Diablo. Welcome back to the stream. That's Mike Lentz as well. People showing up. So glad to see all of you in the chat. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a nice stay with us today. I hope you have some nice fun with me. Maybe suffering a bit in this game, maybe suffering a bit in a few other games as well, but, you know, we'll see about that. We're not off to good starts. Destiny Draw, Swords of Revealing Light, they have MST or something, right? Okay. This could, unironically, however, be the card that turns the tides. Because if we can get a Okay. Okay, he would have needed a UFO, right? That's fair. That's a lot of polys, dude. 2900. Why exactly? Okay, he gets... Oh my god. Okay, that is bitter. That is bitter, for sure. But we can get rid of the other pieces, so we stand a bit of a better chance, I suppose. We would really need a UFO, right? And it's a shame that the Shining Angel was not... I couldn't use the Shining Angel to get one out, because we needed the shot with Rocket Warrior, even though it didn't work. But, okay. We're still in this. Widespread. Mourn from Down Under. What exactly does that mean, Down Under? Do you mean like the other side of of the globe, or why exactly? Wait, where is it morning right now? How does it make sense time zone wise? Is it like Asia or Australia or something like this? I have no idea. I might sound too dumb, but it's okay. I've been fairly productive the whole day, and it almost feels like my brain is quite fatigued already. So if I say any stupid stuff, then take it with a grain of salt or whatever. Should I don't know. I'll be cautious about this now. Okay. Because I was afraid of a Mirror Force and I wanted to keep the damages to minimum. I will set UFO Roid just for the odd chat. Well, actually, I know that Syrus has a poly. He will fuse. Australia, and that's nice. 3:40 a.m. Are you kidding me? Are you still up, or are you already up? Because that can mean very, very different things depending on the situation. Syrus having 3 polys in hand, not setting a single one for you potentially. I mean, yeah, that's a bit of a flaw in the AI, but honestly, to me it's understandable that they didn't maybe think about specific situations like these when coding it, but oh my god. There it was. You're absolutely right, it is a little bit of a... Oh my god, no, dude! How the hell? How are we this unlucky? Tribute monster top deck. Please do something now, Syrus. Come on, we are still in this. If they don't have like magic cylinders or something, or get their second mirror force out, we are so we could win this freaking turn. Are you aware of that fact? I think we did it. We did it. Wow. What the hell? Okay, sorry, I will try to catch up with a few messages. I won't read every single one. I tried doing this in previous streams, and I ended up like talking like on minutes on end without playing the game at all. But I will do my best to try and balance it out. Mike says I can't tell the difference in the sound quality between phone, computer, and TV. If it's mono equal and some compression aside, I think it's good. Okay, fair enough. That's good to hear, though. Maybe I'm overly careful about this because I think you're also a little bit more, how do you say this? In German we would say pingelig, when it's stuff you create yourself. But I definitely hear a difference with other people. Some creators that I like streaming or making videos, and the way some of my stuff sounds. I think my audio quality in my scripted videos is already pretty decent. And even though I'm a musician, I'm not very experienced with audio engineering or like production. I've been part of productions, but I don't really have experience with producing things myself a lot. So it was a bit of a trial and error situation to try and get the sound right. And I think right now it's solid. It's pretty solid, I would say. Okay, what are we getting here with Future Fusion? Sorry, with Dimension Capsule, but we're getting Future Fusion because why not? And somehow I want to keep Submarine Roid. I would not want to get rid of it just for UFO Roid because it's really not worth it. How is this thing not like a level 4 monster? It searches machine types. Okay, it's probably because they didn't want to make anything too useful for other archetypes potentially, but still, what the hell? I don't know. The Roids were simply mistreated, dude. It's insane. Okay, I could pop this, but we can pop it later, so maybe there's a better choice. Shuffle one card. Should I pop this, though? Because this seems pretty good, doesn't it? But on the other hand, these two things, even though they do give them some advantages, they block 2 fields that Jesse actually needs, so I don't think I will do this now. If you had cost down, that would make a level 4. I'm sorry, what is cost down? Is that like a card that reduces level, or is this a reference I'm missing? You still up, slept most of yesterday away. Okay, fair enough. I definitely know that. I also have days where I'm up until like 3 a.m. Luckily, it's rare that I have to get up early. I do like to get up a little bit early, like nothing crazy, like 8 or something. Probably not even early for a lot of people who have regular working hours, but I'm definitely more productive when I'm up early. When I get up at like 10 or something, which is would perfectly work for the schedule on a lot of my days in terms of the things I have to do, but I just don't feel very good for some reason. I don't know. And whenever I do that, it's not the best feeling. Okay, I cannot. Okay, oh wow, because we don't have monster zones, I can't activate. Okay, that's interesting. It makes. And I'm a moron. I'm such a moron. Wow. Holy hell. Did not use the second Submarine Roid, but that's okay. Cost down is a spell card. Okay, fair. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just, I don't remember the specific card. I love when German had some weirdly specific words. Pingeling, dude, that's great. I'm gonna say pingeling from now on. But actually, you're pretty close. It's the actual way you would write it is pingelig with L-I-G at the end. But ping is definitely right, and it's an E in the middle, not an A. But you're actually pretty close. It's just so funny to read it out loud and see it like this. I don't think, yeah, having an extra spell card just to reduce the level, probably not worth it, right? Oh yeah, another note that I wanted to say quickly on the topic of talking differently for the streams. The main reason why I want to talk more quietly is because I'm straining my voice quite a bit whenever I record videos or when I stream. And when I record videos, I've gotten very used to... okay, fair. I got quite used to being very energized when I record my scripts, so there's like a reason to kind of push a bit harder with the voice, even though I shouldn't do it for a prolonged time. But streaming, when I stream, like I always stream, I think every stream was at least 3 hours up until now. And that's quite a while for your voice, you know, the voice is not meant, I think it's not really capable of being used for many hours throughout the day. Like 3 or 4 hours is probably fine, but like some people stream for 8 hours a day, and that's like, how do you talk that long? I have no idea. No idea how they do it. But I want to be careful. I don't want to be sore after every stream, and I don't want to be like possibly cause damage to my voice, you know, in the long run, because between streaming, recording videos, teaching one-on-one lessons, stuff like that, and the regular, you know, free time stuff, meeting up with friends, chatting, talking, whatever, yeah, that's not that little of strain you can put on the voice. I'd say my understanding of German is better than average people here, especially when I had French in school. Okay, fair enough, that's pretty cool. Dude, French in school and then fluent in German. What are the odds, dude? Okay, we got it. Duel number 2 is finished. If we get this 10k, we can buy sandwiches. And if we buy sandwiches, we have a pretty good shot at, you know, pushing our, of course, purely platonic relationship with Syrus until we have 8 hearts filled up. And that's the end of the campaign. We have 2 more duels, probably, to play because of these 2 missing hearts. And then it's GG's, essentially. But I would like to get another tournament win here for the DP, but also just as a kind of, okay, we found a deck recipe that works thing, you know, would be a good feeling. And, okay. I mean, I would have played this differently, of course, but it's Syrus, so he does, oh no, Dakini, dude. Oh, wow. If I don't have a nice opening hand, we're probably cooked. Okay, this is decent. This is decent. There's one player. Oh no. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay, no. Oh wow. There's a few strategies we could have gone for, but they all like succeed or fail depending on the back row here. They have 4 cards set. 4 cards. Oh wow. What the hell? What are we gonna do here? Okay, you're not. That was half joke because I wasn't really sure how much you understand, but I figured it's probably a couple phrases and stuff. That's Sev213. Welcome to the stream. So glad to see you here. Try Crash Shining. Yeah, that was the initial idea. I was just thinking if there's a better opportunity, but if we creature swap before, we don't really benefit off of it at all. But if they can prevent the attack, it's nothing we can do. Okay, they wouldn't prevent this attack. That's fine. Now, of course, we're gonna creature swap. They could negate this, but they don't, which is fantastic. And now we have 7 Tools of the Bandit. Extremely important for Syrus next turn, because he's gonna attack blindly. You're not in trouble with the ritual monster. Yeah, it's okay. Should I negate Call of the Haunted? No, it's Jim. He's not gonna do any ritual summons. Oh, and it's just a normal summon and flip summon, it's nothing special. I didn't know that. Oh my god. That was a bit stupid. Oh, but that's okay. That was actually... dude. What? Forget it. It's okay. I'm just glad we came back from this. Creature Swap is a nasty card sometimes. Snatch still would have been even cooler probably, but it's okay. And I don't think we're gonna risk anything here. I mean, we do have 7 tools. Okay, now we need to go in. We need to go in and do enough damage. We would have done enough damage, but this way we're gonna go absolutely sure there's like no magic cylinder or any other nonsense. Okay, actually, if they had used magic cylinder, we would not have ended them this turn. But okay, that was cool. That was cool. Fine. That was pretty freaking good. I will save. Just sometimes emulators crash. It happened to us. Some of you, or quite a few of you, might remember the Forbidden Memories runs with the M cards only deck. and the crashes we had while I attempted these was not a lot of fun. Oh my god. But so far so good. This is a great start to today's stream. What the hell? Alrighty. How popular is German as a second language in schools during your school days? That's actually a very interesting question. I know that in like where my family is from, in Bosnia, German was, or probably still is, one of the regular secondary languages you learn in high school. And I know, of course, in like before the whole Yugoslavia stuff, yeah, Russian was very commonplace in a lot of schools. It all depended on which school you were, of course, but it's always interesting to know, because they can depend so much on the country, and you always think about your own place of where you live, where you grew up, and sometimes I don't know, I just forget that systems, school systems especially, can vary so much. Okay, should I drill Royd and 7 completed? Probably. I will do that. Damn it. It's fine though. It's fine. It's actually fine. Italian back in year 7, 25 years ago. Damn, wow. German, Italian, and maybe French. Interesting. Secondary school being years grades 7 to 12. Okay, wow. I mean, quite a choice, isn't it? But it's pretty similar. Like here in Austria. Dude, we almost lost already. What the hell? Oh my god! It's Mataza the Zapper. He can attack twice. Wow, dude. What? I didn't even watch the duel and we lost. That's unfortunate. But I mean, we got 3 wins. It was a good start. Can't have them all, but we got a little bit of DP. That's fine. Some strong duels, some nice clutch wins. And now, people, maybe some of you remember. I don't remember which day class the exam is. I think it was 280, which would mean that if it's every 15 days, it's gonna be 295 or maybe 300, depending on how well I remember this. But it's not gonna be 290. I don't think so. If it was 270, then I'm cooked. Then we already screwed it up, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna bet on 295 now. Had to take both French, German, and English in school. Okay, interesting. Like in Austria, what's pretty popular is, of course, you learn English. I think English starts in, well, for me it started way back in elementary grade, like third year of school in general. No, oh my god, I pressed yes, dude. Oh, we're gonna leave it now because I don't want to do another 5 duels before we make progress. But at some point, depending on which route you take in school, you can do the emphasis on languages. Then you have French and Latin, for the remainder of your school time, or do you have one of them for 2 years and then you have the other one as well for another 4 years or something, and for all the other how do you say this, dude? I can't find the words. It's crazy. For the other paths you can take, you have to choose either. So you choose French or Latin, and of course you have English and German, and that's it language-wise. At least the mandatory things. I know there was also Spanish as an option, but I screwed it up. I screwed it up already. Wow. Holy hell. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Okay, I will end the game now. Do you have barrel or blowback dragon? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Data loaded. Let's see. Please be 295 and not 296. Can I see this somehow? Okay, I mean, what I can do is I can save state this as well, then end the day and then load back. Okay, it was 295. So now, let's hope and pray. Back in the day, LOT was 1 language for 1 year and was only offered to me in year. What the hell? 1 language for 1 year? How much can you learn in 1 year, really? You just got Gatling Dragon, that's why I'm asking. Okay, Gatling Dragon, dude. What the hell is Gatling Dragon again? I'm confusing these all the time. Okay, it's not exam day. Damn it. Damn, I have no idea. Do we have to check every single day now? I would really not like to do that, but it might be what we have to do, people. It might be what we have to do. But that's fine. That is gonna be fine. I don't think it's... No, it can't be. It has to, like, end on a 5 or something. It has to. Right? Or not. Didn't it start on day 15 or something? Pretty sure. Hopefully Saturday. I'm gonna bet on Saturday now. Let's hope we are right. I don't want this to be ending the day simulator again. Is a fusion of blowback and barrel. Oh damn, okay, that is... I haven't heard about this card in so many years probably. Crazy, dude. But it definitely strikes some memories. Okay, test day. People, it is... And you know what, because last time things were not going great. The first exam we did, the first test was pretty good, and all the others I failed miserably. I will use a save state. Because the only difference is really that I have to wait for the 15 in-game days, and other than that, nothing changes, you know? So let's do this. I'm confident. Okay. I have no idea. Okay. That was Guardian of the Throne rune? Are you kidding me? There's no way, dude. That is some nonsense. Okay, so far it's looking fine, but we had one early mistake, which is okay. Usually you can recover from that if we don't have any other, but oh no! Okay, this now I have to play it a bit more risky. Okay. I don't know. Oh my god. We got it. 1,700 people. 2 mistakes, but early enough. And some nice, I wanted to say pulls, but some nice answers later on. We did it. That's already enough to get everything that we want. Wonderful. And there's Artilleria 2256. Welcome back. So glad to see you here as well, joining us today for some lovely Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. As I said in the beginning, we will do quite a few different things today, presumably, but I hope we will be able to clear Syrus's campaign first, so that is our first mission of today. And yeah, I hope you have fun. Mir geht's gut, übrigens. Ich hoffe, dir geht es auch gut. Putting that in the deck with it'd be a bad idea, easy board clear. I mean, yeah, fair enough, but it doesn't really scream Syrus to me, and I still want to stay authentic to Syrus. So not necessarily something I would do right now. Otherwise, we could have also included other machine strategies, but it's not the Syrus way, you know. I actually watched another episode of the GX anime finally, and dude, Syrus is annoying in season 3 as all hell. In the Japanese original sub version, anyway, he's so incredibly annoying. I can't stand him. It's insane, which makes this challenge and the fact that we're doing it somehow even more funny, but it is what it is. Oh, yes. Ooh, that was juicy, dude. He has a 1900, which I don't like. And we don't have anything to stop it. Like, nothing. I have to pop the Future Fusion. Let's go for Jumbo Drill. No scope that Miracles, that was so satisfying. You can't even imagine. Rocket Warrior, I mean, we don't gain anything from this. I'll have to go for Submarine Roid and at least get a little bit of damage out of this. I did Barrier of Light, but it's okay, better than Mirror Force, I suppose. Actually, it's not in this situation. Oh yeah, we couldn't even put it on defense, but I will use a Dustinator, so we're good. We're gonna clear it. That's fine. Oh, I forgot about it. It's a Gemini, dude. Oh no, what the hell? Should we bank on Steamroid getting in an attack next turn? Maybe. Most of my practice in English came from YouTube, gaming and streaming. Yeah, same, actually. I mean, I did learn stuff from school for sure, but like I would say the majority of how I got my English skills were from consuming media in English. A big part of that was YouTube, definitely, especially like understanding accents and people that have like different ways of speaking, like someone has a bit of a British accent and or someone who's there was like one I used to play World of Warcraft quite a bit in my younger days. Like I was on and off with that game always throughout most of my life. And there was one YouTuber called Kobrak. Maybe some of you might know him. That would be very specific, but he had a very particular way of talking, a very specific dialect. I don't know which region it is from, but I think it's like a very local thing from where he comes. And that was a bit difficult to understand in the beginning, but I feel like people like that and the way that they naturally spoke that language, and you know, still native speakers, of course, helped me a lot to kind of be able to understand people who speak English differently. So that was very worthwhile, I think. You can take a detox with Jesse later. Yeah, that's true. Didn't know you were Bosnian also. Yeah, I'm born and mostly raised in Vienna, Austria, but I did live not even an incredibly small part of my younger years in Bosnia. I will save because somehow okay, nice, we got it. Look at this, look at that. But wait a minute, is this really worth it? We could get 5k from Crowler, and we could buy sandwiches. Can we get more hard gauge with 10 sandwiches? I will load and we will try. I want some DP, dude. Give me that juicy DP. 5k, wonderful. Let it be known, Jaden or Hasselberry are the kind of guys to run Wall of Light. It doesn't fit their personalities at all. Maybe they're some phonies. They're absolute frauds. Always pretending like these. Dude, in the episode I watched today, Axel Brody is dueling Jaden because like Professor Viper wants to like steal the juices of all these teenage students. Don't ask about it, but anyways, they're dueling. Sorry. They are dueling, and Axel says something about, yeah, Jaden plays a hero deck. That deck is designed to bring out monsters and go straight in for fair fights, fair and honest fights. Dude, he places 3k Walls of Light. How am I supposed to engage in these fair fights? Like, that's bullshit, dude. Absolute nonsense. Okay, what am I doing in the card? Dude, I love the card shop so much. I'm subconsciously always my radar is always set in the card shop direction. Also, for my fellow Balkan people, does anybody, if you know, any one of you know the I think it's like a Bosnian. Is it Bosnian? I think it is like a parody of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's called Yusuf O, and it's so good. It's absolutely hilarious. I don't understand everything. Some things I think are very local and fly over my head, but Okay, yeah, I want to pull the jam. Got it, dude. What the hell? Let's go. Was also super into WoW when I was younger, mainly how I got my English skills. Fair enough. I learned a lot of, dude. I always think back on how I learned the word asphyxiate from World of Warcraft and a lot of others, but asphyxiate is one of them. I meet people nowadays, like when we watch a show or something, we talk about something in English and the word comes up and they're like, what the hell does that mean? Because it's not something you really encounter a lot in day-to-day basis, but dude, I don't know. I'm very glad I picked up some words way earlier due to games like that. Damn, dude, 2 for 2. Okay, 2 sandwiches, 2 that he likes, and it's not looking great. Maybe we should have taken the heart gauge. Alexander Robanovich, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you yet in the chat, so welcome back. So glad to see you. Of course, you know, yeah, I kind of figured, but if you don't know and you can speak like Bosnian, Serbian, Croatian, whatever, check it out, Yusuf O. It's worth a watch. It's pretty funny. Whenever someone being choked, I don't think choke, I think asphyxiate. Yeah, it's such a cool word, isn't it? It's such a cool word. And that's a real Wiz TCG. I don't remember seeing you in the chat. Is this your first time joining us? If that's the case, welcome. So glad to see you here. If it's not, if you're a returning viewer, then equally welcome back. So glad to see you joining us for some Yu-Gi-Oh fun. And what better way to represent Yu-Gi-Oh fun than not playing card games and pulling sandwiches from the local shop? That's the Yu-Gi-Oh experience, isn't it? That's what TCGs are all about. What am I even trying to pull here, people? Do I go for the melon? I got ham. I don't think he likes ham a lot. I mean, he does a little bit, but that's not really it, is it? Oh, the tofu. Sorry, I forgot he likes the more Japanese style dishes. Damn it. So the ramen is also something I should pull? Does he like ramen noodles? Okay, not that much. Do you play Master Duel? Not really. I played it when it came out for a few months, but ever since I didn't really follow Master Duel a lot. Not really focused on the actual TCG, even though I think it's a lot of fun if you kind of get into it a little bit, but... There it is. Are we not getting the lobster or fried shrimp cycles at all? For some reason, I don't know why. We're just not getting those. A lot of bad words on RuneScape. Okay, fair enough. I think these types of games are where you can pick up a lot of different words. Not all of them are going to be very high class or like high level C2 vocabulary. And first time, that's so great to hear. Always lovely to see a new name pop up in the chat. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for stopping by. And am I pulling the tofu now? Should I really go for the tofu? Okay, that was not the tofu. It looks slightly similar, but that was not... Okay, my sandwich pulling skills are not really keeping up today. Not at all. I need to remove one of these again because okay, dude, my headset is really... It doesn't have voice, like noise cancelling. There it is. And there's Mishima David in the chat. Somehow I have a bit of a... Somehow I think it's the first time I've seen you in the chat, but probably not anywhere else. So thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, thanks. The tofu didn't really do much, did it? I recently stopped it got to where if you didn't have like $1,000 for 9 cards, you basically get outpowered. Okay, that's horrendous. Okay, that's lobster people. It's lobster time. Okay, it's actually tofu time because I can't pull sandwiches for shit, but maybe next try is lobster time. And so far we're not really pulling our weight. Soba noodle, is that good? Does he like soba noodles? Not a lot. Okay, 2 more sandwiches and I think then we're back at the point where we were before the exam. Dried mackerel. Jaden loves this one, but I don't think Syrus likes it a lot. Okay, he really likes it. I mean, I figure if Jaden likes it, he's gonna like it as well. There must be something else in here that he likes, because it's not... the tofu is not that great, it seems. Why not stop at 20k before playing sandwiches? Oh yeah, I remember reading that. Well, I thought we'd have enough to fill up the heart already. That's the only reason, really. Okay, what am I gonna pull? What am I gonna pull? I'm gonna go for the melon again. This time we got it. We got it. Yeah, okay. Come on, Syrus, there must be something. I should have pulled up my sandwich sheet again. That was a random pull. I didn't even know what I would like to get. So, okay, we're just gonna fill it up this way, because now we're already on it. We didn't get that much less out of it, but it could have been better, so. If I know what I want to pull, and I'm good at pulling it, I think it is worth more getting the 10 sandwiches than the relationship. But why are we getting this nonsense all the time, dude? Okay, I actually, I think I made a grand mistake here. How about we do load back? And I will tell you why in a second. I will still take the save of a new save. Okay, why would it refuse to save? That's weird, but okay, fine. I will end the day because then Sadie will be selling the sandwiches and not Dorothy. And if you didn't know, they have different, no tournament, Syrus. Not again, because you disappointed us last time. That is the sole reason. Just kidding, of course. He's the best partner in the game. Okay, now. Okay. It's not Sadie selling the sandwiches. Now it's... but, okay, we got... I mean, I got what I wanted. Got different cycles. Yes, fried shrimp, let's go. This is the value we want. If I can pull 10 of these, that would be insane. Okay, we missed it by one freaking sandwich. That's fine, that's fine. You can't have all of them, but we'll get it, we'll get it. What am I trying to pull here again? Yeah, dried mackerel's fine. I think that's pretty good still. Okay, we're making some progress. So far, it feels a bit better, doesn't it? Man, I remember when you could just grab a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or KAIBA starter deck and just have fun playing with your friends at school. I mean, if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That way, you just need to find some friends and make some very, very casual decks and just have at it. I think that possibility is still there. It's just what we can't do is go back to an age where we didn't care about, like, more elaborate strategies or, like, the meta and the potential possibilities you could have with your deck. Because we didn't know, like, as children, and that always makes things more fun if you don't know yet. It's like when you play puzzle games and you know the solutions already. It's like, it's not the same. It can still be fun mechanically, but it's just not going to be the same. There's the tofu sandwich. Dude, I remember Dragon Rulers. I didn't play during that time, but it's an archetype that I recognize by name. I think because it used to wreak a lot of havoc in the meta, didn't it? Nah, dude, again, by one, what the hell? Oh no, okay, it's not looking a lot better than last time. Did he really like the ramen so much? No, actually the gyozas, right? Got him. Do you like these, Syrus? Please like them. Come on. Check the game facts I sent. It's a full list of likes and such. Fair enough. We might have to whip this up. Could probably save us some time. For example, here, what the hell am I supposed to pick here? What the hell am I supposed to pick? Wait a minute, let me just quickly see if I can find my spreadsheet from Tactics 1. Because I did dive quite deep into the topic of sandwiches in these games. Let me just see if I can whip it up. No, that's wrong. Should be... wait a minute. Should be this one, I think. Okay, we have the clue. What the hell? Okay, just a second. My computer is doing weird stuff. Quite weird stuff. No, I don't want that at all. I would like the other. Okay, there it is. Okay, for Syrus. For Syrus, we want fried shrimp, lobster is the best. But where's Syrus, dude? Fried shrimp, lobster. I got those are the only ones, at least in the first game, that give him the most amount of points. Ah, damn it, dude. I mean, he does like durian sandwich. He does like chocolate, lobster. We already had that. Steak. He did like steak in the first game. Any others that I missed? Ramen noodle, it's not great. Rice ball, also not great. It's okay. Tofu is also not great, apparently. So we have steak, durian, chocolate. So in this case, I'm supposed to pull chocolate. Is there even chocolate in here? No, it's not. So what am I even supposed to pull here? I am... probably not pineapple. I'm not quite sure we're getting where we really want. Maybe I'll load back and just take the relationship gauge from the tests. Okay, in this case, the durian. Come on, please. Okay, the games are not the same. The games are not. Okay, you know what? I do not have the patience for this right now, so... since we already got the high score that we wanted, I'll just do this. I'll just do this and we will repeat this. We'll repeat this, or rather we could fill up the rest with sandwiches now. But we don't have to do all of it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay, we're gonna end the day. Okay, it's tournament day, we're gonna say no again. Okay, I was buying more sandwiches. Maybe it's not worth at all because I was miscalculating a bit. Yeah, the sandwich lists are different. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I didn't see the GameFAQs guide. Maybe my chat program automatically blocked out the link or something. I don't know. But I can look at it myself, so it's fine. But thank you for helping out with it. In that case, I will check it myself quickly. Tag +2 sandwich. Okay. Character list. Okay. Wonderful. There he is. Sho Marufuji. Marufuji, probably, right? Yeah, Sandwich FAQ PSP. I got it. Thank you. Okay, that's a very elaborate one. Amazing. I love to see it. Where'd I put this up anyway? Can I just... okay, yeah, I can do it like this. Wonderful. This is going to be interesting. I wonder how many sandwiches it's going to take before I go insane, dude. I lost my mind long ago. It's been away long ago. We have to visit the class because I screwed up. I didn't get to the shop for the fresh morning sandwiches. Now we're gonna have the dried old ones that were already 5 hours on the counter, afternoon type sandwiches. But I think Syrus is still gonna enjoy those. I think he's still... what the hell? Why did this give us points? Probably not a lot, but... okay, what we need is fried lobster. That we know that. And there's a fried shrimp. Wait a minute. Got it. Wow, nice. That was a good pull. I love seeing this gauge go up. Dude, as a kid, when I had no clue how any of this works, I was just doing random stuff and praying it would work. And seeing this, where do you see this? Somewhere over there, you see these little red hearts fill up. Every time I would see this on my tiny PSP screen, it would just warm my heart. You can't even imagine. And lobster, okay. No, dude, come on. He's not gonna like that. I don't think he's gonna like that at all. No, you know, based off of this list, he wouldn't have at all. Okay, in this case, what are we pulling? Caviar cheese. What do we have available? Salmon sausage steak, sweet bean paste, truffle, sweet chestnut, jam, hamburger ham. No. Dried mackerel, foie gras, fried noodle, curry, croquette, cream sandwich. He likes sweets. Okay, I gotta remember this. Got it. The stuffing sandwich is in partner's face. It's such a lovely mechanic. I mean, you're nice, you know, you buy someone food. That can also be a love language. Can be, especially a platonic one, you know. Okay, we want the shrimp, of course. Got it, nice. The pulls are getting better. We warmed up now. I think now we're doing fine. I want that heart. I want to see it filled. Nice. Got it. Oh my god, we're pulling strongly today. Or at least now. Earlier today we did not, but now. He liked Sadie being there, but is she around every time except for when you have one of them as partners? Or like when you have her as a partner? Got it. Cream, foie gras. Ah, it's French. Oh my god, embarrassing. I had no idea. Could have figured, but that's embarrassing, dude. Or wait, far or far? I did not take a single French class in my life, so excuse my ignorance, but no idea how to pronounce that. Come on, let's pull the lobster. Oh my god, no, dude. Why? Why would this happen? Why would it happen? It would have been funny if we could give Syrus Dark Magician Goals and Thunder Nyan Nyan cards to increase... Oh, that's a neat idea, actually. So you give them cards and you lose them from a trunk, but then if they like the cards you get... That sounds lovely. And it makes sense in universe. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Damn it, does he like hot pepper? Somehow I doubt it. I mean, a little bit, I think, right? I hate this. Dude, I thought the third row. Oh, no, what the hell? Ah, damn. Wait, foie gras? Is it foie gras? Why do I even try? I have already lost this battle. We could go for the cheese sandwich. It's difficult to spot it visually. Cook. Does he like cook sandwich? I mean, yes, he also likes that one. That's nice. Okay, we need one more because I screwed it up with the hot pepper. French is whack. Wonderful. Wonderful. Lovely. Another cook sandwich, please. This has to be enough. I mean, we could save Scum the Destiny sandwich, but it wouldn't have felt right. Already saved Scum too much, right? The S isn't pronounced in gra. In grass. Okay, we got it. We got it. I don't know what the story event is. Maybe it happens during the evening as well. It does not. I've heard whack. Okay. Okay, we're asking Esther now why his brother, who we in story probably haven't seen in months or years, has stopped dueling with respect. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I really don't like Syrus. The more I learn about his story and his like lore from the anime and just how his character behaves, I can't say he's growing on me. I have to be honest with you. I can't say that at all. I'm still intrigued to see what happens in Season 3, but I can't imagine Syrus will be an interesting part of it, to be frank. He doesn't look cool. He has very underwhelming cards, and he's not interesting story-wise, so what... Are there actual Syrus stans? Like, are there people that genuinely say Syrus is their favorite character? I wonder about that, because I can't imagine somehow. And why is Jaden in every tag? They just splash him in randomly in every tag duel where they don't know. Okay, he has to battle Asta Phoenix for whatever reason. Oh yeah, great, we just kind of throw in Jaden as a tag partner. Makes sense, right? Okay, that was nice. We're gonna speed it up again, so... Let's see if we can snipe something again. That was not the sniper I would have liked, but it's the one that we get, so we have to take it. Fair enough. That's fine. I will still pop the 7 complete now because I'm kind of afraid that we'll... okay, nice. That's also okay. More than okay, actually. Lore-wise, we'd be so screwed. Yeah, we would be screwed to hell and back. Definitely. I mean, yeah, Asta, in lore, Asta is a very competent duelist. He's like, isn't he like top 5 or something in the world? With Destiny heroes. If he's actually that good in the story, despite using these horrible trash-ass cards, he must be a great duelist. He must be. He's playing a trash tier deck and he's that successful. He knows something we don't. He has to. Oh, that was a bit stupid. I should have... Yeah, that was a bit stupid. But it's fine, dude. It's fine. We can just crash into it. We can pop the Shining Angel. We can get another Rocket Warrior out. We can use the Rocket Warrior to weaken Sparkman. We can use Drillroy to destroy it. And that's it. Oh, dude, of course it's Stratos. Of course it is. What else could it possibly be? We pop this one as well? Fine. Okay, nice. Some of the Destiny heroes are good. I think, yeah. Are they? As you splashed them without a stop? Yeah, sure, but to me, I mean, I could be wrong, but it always felt like whenever I would see Destiny heroes being splashed, they were splashed in as a way of, okay, they set up a very specific effect, but they're not really part of the strategy. Or the fact that they are a Destiny hero is not part of any particular strategy. I mean, that still kind of counts, so fair enough, but it doesn't really feel like it counts that much, though. So, yeah. Could use limiter removal. I think I will use limiter removal. $1,400. We will be 100 points shy of getting this. Is this... Am I thinking wrong right now? 1,400 damage. And we would really need the 1,600 now, but if we attack directly, it's going to be 800 damage. If we crash it into Sparkman, we can do 1,500. But it's not a win. So I think I would rather do this. Because then our board is better. And we get a defense position monster. Oh no, we don't, because I used limiter removal. What the hell? Okay, maybe that was stupid. Was that stupid, using limiter removal? It's gotta be fine. It's gonna be fine. Like, Plasma is very good boss monster for this era, assuming you build around it. Okay, fair enough. I thought Destiny Heroes were really bad. If I've done them wrong by saying this, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. I always thought they looked very cool. Some of them even cooler than the E-Heroes, but it was always my assumption, or my impression was always that they're really freaking bad cards. But maybe I was wrong. If I did it wrong again, I do apologize. It was not my intention. Because again, I like the aesthetics. I like Asta as a character. I find them nice. I don't know. So if they're better than I anticipated, or I thought, then all the better for us, right? If you play by themselves, okay, fair enough. Blood. Oh, it's the hero blood. Okay, yeah, figures. It's something that makes sense for a Japanese anime censorship stuff thing. Is this the win? Should be with the attack up, right? Even without it. And there it is. Syrus, 7 hearts, 7 story events completed. 1 more missing. Only 1. Oh, blue D. Is it really written like that? Oh my god, that's kind of whack, isn't it? That is whack ass shit. Okay, so we got this one in the bag. When was the exam? It was 295, wasn't it? I think it was. So if that's the case, if it was 295, then we still have a few days to skip. Still gonna save in the memory card, and also gonna do not that, but gonna do this. Gonna save just in case the emulator does end up causing trouble for us. Dreadmaster is pretty alright. The issue here requires a lot of, yeah, the setup. I suppose you can't really afford setup. Why can't we get some cards, dude? King of Destruction, Zazax, or whatever. How do you pronounce it, dude? I have no idea. Interesting card, Syrus. Suspiciously many dinosaurs. Did he betray us with Tyranno? Is he secretly tag dueling the tournament with Tyranno? That would be a lot of... That would be some interesting filler episode drama stuff, right? Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it actually freaking wouldn't. Okay, 308, no tournaments. I think we're done with tournaments. We beat it fair and square. Championship tournament, we got rid of all of the opponents. But if we need more DP funds later, we'll have to do it again anyway, so... Okay. Gonna pass the turn. Okay, that was 1 too many. That was 1 too many, wow. Good thing I saved, huh? End the game, yes please. D-cubed for an almost free 3 cheap tribute summon? I don't know that card. Destiny draw is also pretty insane. Dump a monster for draw 2. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty good one. It's used in a lot of these mill kind of decks that like mill half the deck until they search for something they actually can play. Okay, another test, people, if I remember right. Was it on 300? Was it 300 or was it 290? Was it 290 and I already skipped it by 5 days? Because in that case we just have to keep going. That kind of sucks, not gonna lie. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll just try 315 again. It would have been 310. No, wait, it can't. It wasn't 310. We just tested it. It can't be. It's not possible. Okay, 315 is a Sunday, so now it should be on the Monday. Otherwise, it would have been 305. In that case, the next one would be 320. So we will see that in a second. now this should be right. Come on. Yeah, it was 3:15. Okay. Game speed back to normal, and now I need to focus again. So give me a minute here as I try to not make any embarrassing choices here again. That is so power bond, isn't it? I almost actually pressed freaking power bond. I shouldn't joke like that. Mid shield gardener. Oh no, he's just mid, dude. Okay, that was nonsense. That was nonsense. Okay. So far, so okay-ish, I guess. That's a trap? It was not the trap. Wow, okay. We're in for a ride here. We are in for a ride. I don't know these cards, dude. What the hell are these cards? What is this? Who the hell plays these cards anyway? What the hell? Okay, don't hurry too much. No idea. Wow, okay, that killed the run, I think. It's gonna be very difficult to recover from this now. There's no way we're getting this. There's not enough time. Okay, yeah, we are. Should I just? I should have save stated this. Okay, I have another idea. How we can do this quickly. We're gonna do this quickly. Nice and quick. You should play Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 next. Which one was 2007 again? Help me out here. Was that a 5D one or that was a GX one, right? Must be a GX one. Why is there no audio? Wait a minute. Why the hell is there no audio? That's so odd. Okay, the game is here, but I can't hear anything. Interesting, interesting. Do you hear anything on your side? Because I don't. I do not. How? Why is this happening now? Okay, I think I found it. For some reason, the sound just went to 0% in the settings. Don't ask me why. Okay, there it is. Now you should be able to hear something. Why would I end the day, dude? I'm a moron. I'm a certified moron. Now we have to do. Oh my god. My god. That's definitely some focus missing. On my side. Yeah, 2007 is GX, 2009 is the 5D Swan. Oh, that's Stardust Accelerator. That was recommended quite a few times. So definitely one we will check out at some point. But the next games are more or less set in stone. We have to check out Duels of the Roses and the first ever playthrough of yours truly in freaking, how's it called? Fallspawn Kingdom. That's one that's at the top of the list. Oh, that's Akubane Kuroda. Welcome to the battle. Jesus, welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you here. Appreciate you checking out what the hell we're doing here today. Lots of confusing stuff, but we are doing another test here. So once again, I will save it again here and just try to get enough points to keep going. The missing order was probably Syrus' fault. Dude, you know, we all know it. We don't even have to talk about it. We all know it, right? Okay. What the hell? Oh my god. That was not good. I have to move back a bit, then it's easier. Oh, wow. Oh, damn, we don't have enough yet. We don't have enough. We got it. Damn it, dude. That was a close call. 1600. Got it in the bag. There's Shazad101. Welcome back to you as well. I'm very glad to see so many familiar names in the chat. I really appreciate it. As always, I hope you have fun with your stay with us here. Okay, Jesse and freaking... what's he called again? Adrian Gecko or something? Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right enough. We'll just take that as the answer. Okay. Nice. The Cloud guy. Wonderful. First name Cloud, last name Guy. It's not that far off. The first letter of his last name is the same, so I guess might as well. Rastu Guy, Kraude Guy. Rolls off the tongue nicely. I think that's amazing. Should have gone for that instead. But his Japanese name must be different. I find it funny. What is Hasselberry's Japanese name? It's Tyranno. Damn, I didn't remember it. I heard it today, or like the first time I actively heard it from watching the anime and read it. I was like, what the hell is that name, dude? Hasselberry is so much cooler, infinitely better than whatever they came up with. Okay, we're gonna speed up again. I know the music is annoying when we play it 150%, but sometimes these games feel so unbearably slow to me. I hope you understand. We're setting Power Bond for Syrus to completely misplay with it, but it didn't happen today yet, so I think it's time. Okay, it seems like it's not time, but it's fine. We don't have to win this. I would still kind of like to, though. And he does not crash Shining Angel. Please crash Shining Angel. He doesn't do it. He's not doing it. Wow. Unfortunate. Whips out the Rocket Warrior. Nice, Syrus. Syrus has been, like, let's be honest here for 1 second. Syrus has been playing fairly decently today. We gotta admit that, right? Tyranno Kenzan? Kenzan Tyranno? Okay, wow. I thought it was longer, but now that you wrote it out, I think that... I mean, it's gonna be right since you checked, but... Sounds right enough. It felt so weird hearing that name, because the name Tyranno Hasselberry, as ridiculous as it sounds, and it does sound extraordinarily ridiculous, this name is freaking hard-coded into my brain. These two words go together, period. Maybe I watched a bit too much Yu-Gi-Oh! GX in my younger days, who knows. We shouldn't... Yeah, Marquise, you're right. We should not do him like this. He could very well still screw us over so hard. We should not discredit his abilities this early. You're absolutely right. I was a fool for doing this, but now, okay. 1000 DP, that was decent. if we're good enough with pulling the sandwiches, this could be the end. This could be it, people. Excuse me. This could be it. This could be the absolute end, and then we'd be done with this. Okay, I'm doing it. We're doing it. Come on. Wow. Wow. Are you serious? That's laughable. Okay, the durian. Is the durian even a good choice? No, it's not. I confused it again. It was something else. No. I'll still give it to him, but that was not worth the money we paid. We paid 500 freaking bucks for that sandwich. Got it, dude. Got it. Freaking finally. 3 more of these and we'd be done. But something is telling me that that's not how it's gonna go. Okay, the jam sandwich is pretty good. We have to go for that one. Not getting better than this, except for shrimp or lobster, both of which are not in this cycle sandwiches. Got it, got it. The master puller, give me the jam. I want the jam. We can still make it. I can't pull any more bad Destiny sandwiches, but we can make it. Yes! Yes, dude. Come on, come on. So close. 2 more of these, I think. Come on, come on. Cream. We want that cream. We do want to get that cream. Yes! Oh my god! My god. Please fill up that freaking heart, dude. We are close. Maybe not as close as I thought, but we are close. Cheese or cook sandwich, which is the pizza, essentially. Okay, nice. Cook sandwich. There we go. We have 3 more sandwiches we can pull. Shrimp, come on. Yes! I thought it was too early, but it was just right. 1 more, come on. Or 2 decent ones. Cream. No, it's melon. It's the melon sandwich. Will this screw us over? I don't know. It's okay. He likes it. He just doesn't like it a lot. And it was enough! It was enough! Oh, wow, we are done. We are done, people. 8 full hearts with Syrus after beating the championship tournament. And we have 1 more story event and we finished. We finished this thing. What's that, the 5th stream or the 6th stream we're doing this? And now we're finally done. Feels great, doesn't it? I think it does. But that sandwich list was crucial, wasn't it? Wait a minute. What did you say about the Exodia, dude? What the hell? Okay, I missed a lot of messages. I really had to focus here. Thought I'd show up for a bit. Falseman Kingdom, I own it, but still haven't played it myself. Okay, fair enough. The localization names were made to sound good, didn't always work out though. Fair enough. Mr. Neighbor Totoro proposed localized names. Okay, I have no idea about these. Craig, Kyle, Joe Toro, Uncle Sam, what the hell? Are you for real? That's not a joke, right? Because these are really not good. I'm saving again, but that's okay. So, is it the nighttime event? Probably not. I thought the edgy Kaiser would have, Duel Kaiser, aka the what 18 or 19-year-old with the dark blue coat, would have showed up now, but 317 days. We could have probably done this faster, but you know, we took our time. But it's still within a year, so I think it's okay. It's the same school. I skipped the day. Why would I do this? What the hell? What did I just do? Save the game and skip the day. That's not great. And the volcano. Wow, that's more like the freaking Kaiser. There he is. Look at his sprite. It already looks insanely cool, doesn't it? The music, dude. What the hell? Okay. 318 days. I wanted that. That was true. That's the exact number we wanted to land on. Atticus is gonna join him. Okay, wasn't there like an anime duel where Atticus duels Zane to kind of get him out of his edgelord state, but he ends up dipping back into the darkness, like into Night Shroud mode or something? So he's probably gonna play his Night Shroud deck or something like that. Okay, we can keep the regular speed for this because it's a hype story moment, so we need the OG music, I think. That's appropriate. Darkness. Underworld alt. They didn't have enough space. That's kind of funny. So, what under what name do you want to register your deck? Underworld Ultimate Darkness Power. Well, we don't have enough characters. Can you like shorten it up? Okay, fine. It's gonna be Underworld Alt. What the hell? Rocket Warrior. 7 complete. Just risk it and go for the attacks. I suppose so, right? Okay, there's the MST. Fine. That's more than fine. The game is... Okay, there's the Mirror Force. The game is not that slow, but it's also not particularly fast, is it? But you'll see once we move to the early days collection games, you will see how slow games can be. And how unfortunate it is that you pay for a $60 collection and they don't even have a proper fast-forward feature that every emulator includes. Yeah, but there are workarounds to this, and we will see some of them. Okay, so it's not just Syrus. It seems like when it's like two 1400 search and destruction monsters on the board, none of the AI characters will crash. They don't do it. Fair enough. Of course, we're gonna pop this. Yeah, he lost to his Cyberdark deck. Fair enough, yeah. Nah, you're an idiot, I'm not evil, I'm just edgy. Yeah, I mean, that's... Isn't that preferred after all? I didn't see what he summoned now. Should I go for another Shining Angel? Probably not, right? No. UFO? Maybe? I'm gonna go for another Shining Angel. Okay, yeah, that was the right choice. How many of these Zane play? Okay. More than enough, it seems. He has to summon a 1500 attack one, right? So we can crash into it with Rocket Warrior. Okay, and no. Ah. As a result of battle. That's horrible. But I suppose I have to do it. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Ridiculous. Should I set King of the Swamp? We have Widespread Ruin with 2 Widespread Ruin. I think I'll set it. For Syrus to hopefully do something with it. Okay. Let's get rid of this thing. Is this... Yeah, that's just continuous trap for pierce damage. And there we go! Ambulance Rescue Roid. Nice. Wonderful. Winning with Vehicle-roids the entire freaking game. Championship tournament. Beating all story events. And the Obelisk tournament was also an incredible pain in the ass. We also beat all of these other ones. We did it, folks. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. Should I summon UFO-roid over this? I think I should. Was that stupid? Maybe. We still have a widespread. Okay, and we did destroy it. Okay, nice. It was a Cyberdark. Edge. Perfect. That's his spirit card, isn't it? That's his deck master. Cyberdark Edge. That... Do I even need to say anything? And essentially the backbone of our strategy here, UFO Roid Fighter. Also nice that we are seeing him in the final duel. It's very, I don't know, I get very emotional seeing this card. This card looks actually pretty stupid, doesn't it? And, okay, nice, Snatch Steal, and even Snatch Steal cannot stop us. Lightning Vortex, I will set this, just in case. And of course, we have to get the Twitch view botting message, but I will block this swiftly because this time I'm actually prepared. By the way, if any of you prefer to watch this stream over on Twitch, we also multi-streaming this to Twitch by Restream, so if you enjoy the viewing experience there, make sure to hop over there and give us a view as well. Would definitely boost our statistics and help with the discovery. But if you like YouTube more, of course, then feel free to stay on YouTube. It's the Twitch bot, yeah. We were all missing it. It's not a real stream without the Twitch bot, is it? Oh my god. Cyberdark Dragon is what Zane's playing versus Radice's. Versus Radice's Dragging. This is gonna be funny versus Roids. It was funny, but it was not very spectacular. Oh, and Submarine Roid. We're gonna win with Submarine Roid. Down to the last life point. Isn't this poetic? People, we did it. We did it. We beat Tagfus 2. Syrus campaign, only using Roids and I would say fitting associated cards. We beat all tournaments in the game. We pulled some nice sandwiches. We beat some exams with the highest score that would award us additional rewards. What else is there to get? I think we've done it all. Okay, he loses and he just dips out. But everyone is glad that he's just an edgelord well over the age where that would actually be acceptable. Wonderful. But hey, we did it, folks. We did it. I was kind of expecting this to happen. And it happened fairly early. We had almost on the minute, 1.5 hours into the stream, which is usually when I like to take a break. So I will do that. We will take a short break of probably 10 to 15 minutes. And look at this. Look how cute. Let me just look at that. That's neat, isn't it? It only took over 300 cruel in-game days with Syrus. That's true. And I slept through most of them because otherwise I think I would have genuinely lost my mind. But it's okay. Syrus proposed. And then people tell me, dude, it's not. How can you write that Tagfus 1 was a dating sim? That's nonsense. You're just clickbaiting. Did you see these pictures, dude? Are you kidding me? Did you see these pictures? And this is the sequel. This is even less dating sim than the first one. So give me a break. And I mean that in a literal sense because I do need that break and I will take it now. I will leave you with the credits for now so you can listen to some Tagfus music while I'm away. I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. And then it's on with some early day stuff. And I think we are gonna play some Duel Monsters 2. So I will see you in a hot minute. Make sure to stay around for more Yu-Gi-Oh action and see you soon. Alrighty, we are back. And I should have put on some background music. For some reason, I thought this would loop back into the main menu of the game, where there is actually background music playing, but of course they give us the opportunity to save. And we will do that, because why would we not? Another save state save as well, and just because it's so nice, I want to see it. I want to see it. Look at it. Look at this. And we got Atticus, dude. We unlocked Atticus as a partner. Okay, I had no idea this would happen. But I guess, considering what the final duel was, it does make sense. But there's no Zane. We unlocked Atticus, but not Zane. Interesting. Did not expect it this way around, but that's fine. Okay, so what's going to happen now? We will transition over to the early days collection. And in order to do this time I'm prepared. Because I was ranting last time about, oh, I want to play more games during a stream and yada yada, and this might affect the algorithm negatively or some nonsense like that. You know, stuff that YouTubers and streamers only care about, not normally sane people. In order to deal with this, I have come prepared. Don't tell me I can't do this right now. Oh my god, that would be so stupid. That would be so stupid. Let me just check. There's no way. Okay, yeah, of course. For a hot second, I thought I was not able to change the thumbnail of the stream right now, which would be pretty bonkers, but let me just grab a different thumbnail. It's not the greatest, you know, but it will serve the purpose of what we need for today. And update the title as well. Let's see if this works the way I would like for it to work. Does this work? Does it? Come on, YouTube. Don't disappoint me here. In the meantime, some background music. Sorry for that. Okay, I think everything is updated. Now I also just give me a bit of leeway here, because it's the first time I'm doing this mid-stream. Update all. Can this even be updated to YouTube like this? Okay, it's looking good. I think this worked. And now just to update the category as well. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. There we go. Why does it say the stream is offline now? What the hell's happening? Did you add early days of college? I'm sorry. What do you mean with college? I didn't quite understand that. Maybe you get the thing after you win with Atticus. I mean, that would make sense. Maybe there's also some other story interactions from Season 3 that I'm not aware of that would make a lot of sense to unlock Zane. But we might see in the future. It's not going to be the last time we play Tag Force 2, of course, but we do want to get some variety in here. And what better way than to kind of jump almost 20 years... Not almost 20 years, like 10 years into the past, 10 years earlier, and play something like this. Wow, okay, the window was somewhere else. Should be like this. There we go. It's another case of funny autocorrect. Early days of you mean collection. The collection is there, it's working, everything is working fine. The problem is, or rather my problem with this is that these games are so incredibly freaking slow. And because of that, I will use an outside tool in order to speed them up. But if Konami actually implemented a fast forward tool or like a speed change tool, one that works in the same vein that you find in every free emulator you can download, I would not have to do this, but we will use Cheat Engine and the speed hack feature to play this game at a much higher speed, as you can see now, because it's way too slow otherwise. It says after the tags post to after tag force to plus early days collection. Yeah, that's actually a very nice autocorrect. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are playing Duel Monsters 2, and if you don't know, Duel Monsters 2 is, in the Japanese original, it's called Dark Duel Stories. However, this is not the Dark Duel Stories that you might know from the early GB days. That is, in fact, Duel Monsters 3. It was just released under that same name for, well, to confuse the Western audiences, because what other reason could this possibly have? But in all seriousness, this is the second iteration of the Duel Monsters game, so it has slightly different rules and mechanics. Don't tell the teacher about it. Yeah, don't tell the authorities. We don't want to get in any trouble. But to kind of quickly give you an update on this, it works like most of these Duel Monster early games. It's basically a Forbidden Memories type of game, but with way less visuals. But it's like you go from one area of opponents to the next. And in these early Duel Monsters games, you have to beat each opponent 5 times in one area and one segment to advance further. I've beaten almost all of these 5 times already. I think the only one that's really missing is this guy. And look at this. How creepy does this look colored? The first Duel Monsters game is not colored. This was the first one on Game Boy Color. Disgusting is all I'm gonna say. So, did we see the return of Flame Swordsman? I'm not sure yet. I was trying to build... basically, there's not a fusion list on the wikis for this game as for Duel Monsters 1. So what I tried to do is basically use my knowledge from Forbidden Memories, and so far it's been more or less exactly the same in terms of how you fuse. So I've been trying to go for mostly female fusions, but I did whip out a Flame Swordsman here and there, so if the stars align, why would we not go for it? You know what I'm saying. But for now I have to play it safe. What's cool is we have a rewind feature. They did not implement a proper fast forward, but I can actually rewind in this game. And this will come in handy. We will probably abuse this a bit because there's a very cool mechanic in this one that was newly added here. It's the alignment mechanic. And this mechanic is basically what we know from other games. We know it from Duel Forbidden Memories. It's basically the... what are they called? I always forget that. Guardian Stars. Where if you have an advantageous Guardian Star, you gain 500 attack. In Capsule Monster Coliseum, if you have an advantageous attribute, you gain stats attack as well. In this game, you flat out destroy the enemy monster. This one is forest alignment. I can play a pyro alignment monster, and even if it is weaker and I attack into this, it's destroyed instantly, and that makes for quite a few interesting plays, in my opinion. I quite like that. This was actually stupid because now I didn't do any damage due to the alignment destruction, but okay. He just played an Aqua one, so no Flame Swordsman this round, it seems. But we will get one, dude. Marquise, for you, I will summon a Flame Swordsman. We will find a way. We will find a nice opportunity. So... this is a warrior. Interestingly enough, this is not the type of the monsters. Here, when you actually go into the details, you can see the type, in this case it's machine, and the alignment below. The alignment is shown so you always know what kind of attack interactions might happen. But for fusions, you, I think, almost exclusively look at the type of the monsters and some other things like the female subtype, of course. So it can be a bit confusing in the beginning, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I remember most of the Game Boy Color Yu-Gi-Oh games. I do not remember that opponent. I would also not want to remember this opponent if I was playing this, especially as a kid, dude. What the hell? Not good. Not good at all. And we get a win. And the cool thing is now you also see the cards that you actually get dropped. You see the stats, the pictures, and I love these early artworks of these duel monsters because they look, some of them look way different than the later Yu-Gi-Oh counterparts. And I don't know, I find it extremely hype for some reason. I would like some different music though. I'm kind of tired of the Caps Monster OST. I know it's sacrilegious to say that, but I've listened to it so much already. Wait a minute. Let's listen a bit into the Stardust Accelerator OST to kind of get me going for whenever we play this game in the future. Okay. I like what I hear so far. Nice. So this will be a bit more chill. I have something that's very fitting for this music planned for the end of the stream, the end segment. But I won't spoil this before it happens because I would like it to be a fun little surprise. So if you have the time and you don't have to go anywhere early, make sure to stay around for something a little bit fun in the end, you know. But until then, we have to kind of keep the grind up. I am on a mission, like an overall general mission, and there was the alignment. I am on an overall mission to clear every single Yu-Gi-Oh game out there eventually at some point in my life. So we need to beat Duel Monsters 2 to kind of advance to Duel Monsters 3 and so on. And I cannot beat this thing. I don't have an Aqua Monster in hand, so we have to set something and pray that our next draw is better. The problem with this game is similar to the first game, that you can't fuse in your hand. You have to place one monster, then place another one on top of it the next turn. What's cool is if you successfully fuse summon that way, you get another extra separate summon on top of that, which was not the case in the first one. So that's kind of a nice little addition. You're rewarded for successfully fusing, which I find pretty cool. I love the fusion mechanics in these early games. However, the fact that you can't fuse on the first turn makes it very tricky, and it makes whoever has the better alignment options to destroy the opponent's opening monsters have the advantage. And sadly, our deck is not built to do that specifically, so we will just try to get by until we get something that's good enough. So far, the music is pretty solid. It's not my favorite track, but it's good. Okay. We're not drawing the right cards. And of course we can't dump our entire hand like we can in Forbidden Memories, and that's also like just one little edge that Forbidden Memories has over these other games in terms of not being overly reliant on luck. Did we lose to Fiend? Okay, yes. This is so good with the rewind feature. I'm gonna blatantly abuse this, I told you already. If I place a Fiend and I attack into light, it's gone. The problem is my other monsters are so weak that I'm not quite sure what else to do now, except for just pray for something better. That's not a Fiend monster. I mean, I could have destroyed his Pyros with my Fiend, or at least one of them, but... Okay, we also drew a Pyro. Okay, with the Pyro, I will attack into the light monster. Then we will lose it, of course, this turn, but now we can clear the board with our 1600 attack monster. And that's gonna be good. Okay, now we go. We're getting somewhere. Is the gameplay mechanic meeting? I'm sorry, that was probably an autocorrect. Could you repeat that? Is the gameplay mechanic meeting? What could that mean? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, now we're clearing the board. And we have a machine here. I could place a warrior. Can I place a female type over it? No, it won't fuse. Should have known that. That's fine, I guess. It's not really fine, actually, but... Wow, I don't have anything to fuse with this thing. Insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. I will place a pot, but it will get destroyed, make no mistake. Wow, okay, I told you I will abuse this mechanic, and that's what we're doing. Oh my god. The gameplay mechanic sounds cool. Yeah, I also think I like it a lot. I'm gonna try not to abuse the rewind too much, because the game becomes way easier if you just revert on all choices like this. I actually shouldn't have done this before. I should have tanked the damage. We shouldn't do it like this. Just on the most necessary things, like trying out fusions, I think is a good use for this tool. But just kind of flat out reverting mistakes should not be how this happens. Wow, I did it again. Insanity. Okay, this time not many fusions, and that's the problem with the fusion mechanic here. It's still not an afterthought necessarily, but it's not like the main thing that you do here all the time. You do have to get into a favorable position in order to be able to do fusions. But I imagine if you played this like against other people, other actual people who follow specific strategies, there could be an interesting meta game to develop around this. And there were tournaments played on these things, right? On these Game Boy games, they did hold tournaments, not even that small ones, I remember. I remember researching about this for a video. Okay, we're just... Can I fuse anything with anything? Insects, dude. Don't fuse with nothing, essentially. Okay. No, we're gonna... I said we're not gonna abuse this, so I'll have to tank that. That was a stupid mistake. Should have checked the alignments. Didn't do that. Get punished for it. Ah, okay. The current song is a good beat. Yeah, it's actually pretty fire. This is a very good music for this type of grind that we have to do now. But we can definitely think about how we want to build our deck. I could try to build for another Flame Swordsman. It would probably look very similar to what we did in Duel Monsters 1. That's essentially why I didn't want to do that, but... I think playing a female fusion-oriented deck could also be fun. Oh yeah, there's also trap cards in this game and rituals. Both of which probably suck, but there's also duelist levels and deck cost in here, so we can't just splash anything we get into our decks. Especially not like spell cards. Strong spell cards in particular. Okay, we have a Fiend Warrior with 800 attack, and that's usually enough in this segment to not get completely destroyed. So we have a few options now. We could go for a zombie warrior, not that great. We could go for like a female warrior type of deal. This is a fiend one. If I place this forest fairy over it, we get Celtic Guardian. I'm gonna rewind. If we place queen, okay, it doesn't fuse at all, so we need the fairy actually to fuse this. Fair enough, so we will go for Celtic Guardian, so we have a 1400 on board and then place our 1600. This is great. Once you get the fusion and you pop another strong monster, you get the ball rolling. And then you get crushed by an alignment, but that kind of makes the game fun. And I have both gambling Game Boy Color. Both Game Boy and Game Boy Color? Is that what you wanted to say? I didn't have any of these consoles. I never owned a Nintendo console myself. So for me, this is all a completely fresh experience. Wait, Light beats Fiend, so that would have been stupid attacking into this. Honestly, it's pretty lucky that... Okay, wait a minute. Shadow beats Light, I think. Okay, let's go back on this. Warrior. I mean... Okay, let me try a few things. No. Okay, we can go into Armored Zombie. This is actually a cool case of how sometimes you have to fuse on top of already decent monsters in order just to change their alignment, so you don't get crushed by the opponent. So, yeah, the card arts. Look at this. I mean, it's not the greatest, but still, Armored Zombie looks completely different. Some of these are really freaking great. So worth checking it. It's worth checking these games out just for the card arts alone, especially the colored versions, in my opinion. The first one was already alright, but so far I have to say I do enjoy Duel Monsters 2 a bit more than the first one, which is cool that there's some progress happening. Okay, if I pop a plant on this, it's gonna become pumpkin, right? Yeah, dude, there we go. We're fusing our way to the top slowly. Slowly but steadily. Okay, nice. We got one on the board. We can go... We could go for a Nekogal number 2. Look at Nekogal, dude. I mean, the card art is similar. Like, in concept, it's very similar, but that's the win. We got it. Honestly, this game is more fun once you get the hang of it. It's more fun than it looks. Especially once you actually start to fuse and then have a deck that actually allows for some combinations. Otherwise, it's not that fun, but... Okay, Pyro. This could become a Flame Swordsman moment. And it's starting off pretty well. We go for Cherubin, of course, because what else are we gonna do? And we're gonna plant another Firegrass. Fair enough, that's okay. Okay, nothing we could do about it now. We need another warrior, I think, because this is Pyro, both in type and alignment. Both are called Pyro for some reason. Okay, so... But we can't beat over it, it's 1350, wow. Okay, Fiend. We don't have... Okay, we have another Fiend. Wow, that was lucky. That's probably one of 2 cards or something in the deck that could beat it. Or, like, if we count the light monsters, one of a few. I think that's fair to say. Okay, 1200 attack should be enough. Ganon, nice. Drops down. And now we're already starting to do some decent damage. I like it. Some of these... look at them. That's nice pixel art for the limited amount of pixels they have. It looks great, doesn't it? I think it does. Okay, I'm gonna place the forest type monster because next time we could go for Flower Wolf. 1800, also pretty strong. But yeah, of course these games are grindy. They don't really hide their grind behind story elements, dialogue, and nice visuals and music like Forbidden Memories does. In essence, it's this very similar game concept, but of course a PS1 game can sell that better to you and make it appear as it's better than it is, which is cool because that's part of the experience, of course. But it's looking bad for our... It's not looking great for our Flame Swordsman endeavors. I will try another turn. Maybe we get something, but it's not looking very great. We need another warrior. Are you a No, it's a machine. Dang it. This is also a machine, isn't it? Yes. I think we can fuse Beast and Machine. Gigatech Wolf. Good enough. Come on, a warrior. I do want to see that Flame Swordsman now. I would really love to see it. And we control the board, so it's okay. And we have enough life points. We won't, like... I have an 8. I forgot I got... Okay, one more thing now that I see the Swamp Battle Guard. The victory bonuses also changed in this game. In the first game, they were very grindy. They reduced the number of victory bonuses you can get in general. You have only 3 now per duelist, per opponent. But you can get them multiple times, and it's like after every 10 wins you get one of them. And this is for the first one you get. After 10 wins against Joey, you get a freaking 1800 attack monster, which is crazy. And I screwed it up, wait. We place this, but it won't fuse, will it? Okay, it will fuse. What the hell, dude? What the hell? Okay, Marquise, I'm sorry, that was not Flame Swordsman because of the attack value, probably, but I think this is good enough, is it? Are we satisfied with this? I think it's okay. We're gonna get it next time. And that was the 5th win. I probably had like 2 wins or something. Damn, legit, dude. What the hell? This is so going into our deck. And now we are unlocked Area 3, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna do an extra save here from the collection save. Now we have 6 opponents available. Which one are we targeting first is the question that I am asking. I think some of these will be harder to beat than others. And I have a slight feeling about which of these could be which, but I want to see it. Okay, we're going to start with KAIBA. Just want to see how strong he is. And one not so great thing is that we still need... Okay, Bandit Keith. Okay, now I have to go back. I will follow the recommendations. Let's roll with Keith. That's fine by me. We have to remove cards from our deck first before we can put any cards from the trunk in. So I think, yeah, the insects have to go. So did anybody remember Legend's number? Because this game, unlike the first one, has over 700 cards. So if I search it manually, it's gonna take a minute or two. But it's okay, we can, that's not this one. And there's Kane Ramos. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you in here. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have fun with us. Some Yu-Gi-Oh fun here. Was the Syrus run a success? Yes, Artilleria, the Syrus run was a success. We beat the final duel fairly convincingly, I would say. It was a short little back and forth, but ultimately we were definitely dominating. And we got a nice final picture from Syrus. Yeah, and it went well. Absolutely. We did not win another tournament then, but, you know, we won it once, maybe even twice, but once for sure, so I'm definitely happy enough with that. And now it's, we moved 10 years into the past for some old school action. Where the hell is this card? We just got such a good card. Oh, by the way, Malevolent Nuzzler. For those of you who've seen my video that I had to take down again, that will be re-uploaded soon. If you know, you know. This card carried us, absolutely. It's insane how much it carried us. Can I put this in the deck? For some reason I can't. The duelist level is too low, but I don't really understand the duelist levels here. I gotta be honest. Because I would have enough of these points, you know, I have 160 available, it needs 150, but for some reason it doesn't work like that. Okay, if anyone sees Legend, there he is. Okay, this one we can put in. Wonderful. Is this an emulator? This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. You can buy it on Steam, you can buy it on Switch, other systems probably, I don't know. And within this collection, let me just quickly save this. Within this collection, you can basically, I can show you, you can play, was it 12 or 14 different old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, most of which were translated from Japanese for the first time for this collection. Most of these were Japan only, or Japanese only. So you can play all of these old school titles, most of which are not incredibly interesting, and some of them are really horribly balanced. And the game costs like 50 or 60 bucks under the collection, but honestly, you can have a lot of fun with it. If you know what you're getting yourself into, you can definitely have a lot of fun. Okay, now Keith. 5 times. Should we beat one? Oh, damn, we got it turn 1. Should we beat Keith 5 times? Okay, maybe we might not be able to beat Keith once even if it starts like this. But we have a light monster, it's okay. Should we try to beat him 5 times and then move on to another opponent? Or should we go for like playing the whole ring of opponents once and then kind of racking up like this so it doesn't get boring? What would your preferred way of experiencing this game would be? Because honestly, I really don't care. I just want to duel and have a great time. Most of these have the old symbol typing, correct? I don't know if they have the same symbol typing, if we're talking about the same thing, like the alignments, you mean? But if we're talking about the same thing, which I think we do, then I think the answer is yes. It's time to bully Bennett Keith again. It's been quite some time. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Keith in any game. A lot of GX era stuff that's happened. Can I fuse anything? Just give me a second. Nothing too great, right? We could go for 100 more attack power, but it's not like it's gonna make a huge difference. Okay, it's a fiend, the 1400 fiend. Okay, we're cooked. We are cooked, dude. Okay, unfortunate. Aqua and fiend. We would need thunder to beat Aqua, and we would need light to beat fiend. So we are. I think we lost. This is going to be tough. If these opponents are too difficult, we'll have to go back and grind some good cards. That's just the nature of these games. But, yeah, what can you do? Dreams. What a weird type, Dreams. And it's a freaking crass clown. Dude. He's Fiend type, but his alignment is Dreams and not Fiend. Make it make sense. Okay, I think this is it. This is too much damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack into something because there's no way we're winning this. I will try one more time. Because of course we can get lucky pulls, but overall I think we'll have to get a few upgrades before we can do anything substantial here. Okay, he just let us do something. Oh, I'm a moron, I should have... Okay, I will actually get back on this. So I can place another monster. Come on, a warrior. Ah, that is unfortunate. Although... Yes, Flame Cerberus, dude. Okay, we are rolling. What? Forest? Forest? How? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? I placed this over a Pyro, it's Flame Cerberus, and it's Forest alignment. Forest. Are you kidding me? Thank goodness we have an Aqua type in our hand. How? I am safe scamming this. That's not my fault. That's ridiculous. That's utterly nonsensical. How's this thing? Look at it. How's this? It's called Flame Cerberus. It's a beast with fucking fire on its head and its tail. How is this a forest alignment? Dude, don't freaking play with me. I shouldn't swear. I don't want to get demonetized. Oops. Sorry, YouTube. I'm so sorry. Please don't do anything to my channel. I would not appreciate that. Okay, I mean, in that case, we have a warrior now. Shadow. We can beat Shadow. I could place this in defense position. And I think, oh yeah, we can get Queen of Autumn Leaf. Okay, I misplayed again. Queen of Autumn Leaves, this is what I wanted. Now we have two forest types though, which is not the best, but it makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Sense. I mean, I can't deny that. It's... What do you want me to say now? It's just the truth, isn't it? I'll place another Pyro. Yeah, we're not really getting the opportunity to get a strong warrior monster out, do we? We could go for Mystical Sand, just to kind of switch up the type. Because this one is Shadow. So I think it's good if we have some type variety as well. Cerberus aligns itself with the thing it wants to burn down. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Armored Zombie. Okay, 1500 Zombie, that's cool. We will take that. That's a nice drop, Keith. So I will duel Keith again, I suppose. I mean, this will help us get out... Wait a minute. I'll remove this zombie card. Oh, I didn't see the number again. It's zombie something, isn't it? This will help us get out Flame Swordsman more easily. I think. Armored Zombie, there it is. Wonderful. Taya looks frightening. I think a lot of things in this game look frightening, to be perfectly honest. But that's just the nature of it. Pyro, please don't crush it. He legit. Oh my god. That hurts. Hurts my soul, dude. We don't have a light. We don't. Not good. Brass Clown Dreams. Also not that great, but it's okay, I suppose. Come on, one more turn, and then it's getting pretty tight for us. Don't have a lot of life points to spare anymore, and that's it. We're gonna lose this, that's okay. I could grind Joey. Another 10 wins against Joey, we get another strong card. Maybe we should do something like this. We can also grind Bakura, because Bakura also gives us decent beats, a pretty good B-stick. These two from the first room are really worth grinding. Okay, then it's a Joey grind. The Joey grind is on. Yeah, we will absolutely not beat the game today. I know I can put it in my title, can we beat this today or something like this, but of course it's way too grindy to do that. Except if we got like insanely lucky or something, but obviously that's not happening. So we can just sit back, relax a bit. Is there a plant warrior, bean soldier? If I slap a pyro monster on a bean soldier, will I get flame swordsman? Maybe, you know. Is there anything that would stand against that? That would kind of prevent us from doing so? Yes, okay, the Yu-Gi-Oh logic apparently. So yeah, let's end this quickly. After all, we are on a grind. We want to hustle through this. So we'll just play our strong monsters, and I think a lot of fun from these games also comes from discovering the fusions, and they did change a little bit from the first game. Sadly, I think this is one of the... we're not taking this. Sadly, I think some things changed for the worse. We were able to fuse into Summon Skull, for example, in the first game. Now you can't, except if you do like the contact fusion shenanigans that requires like 2 Game Boys and the cable and a lot of grinding, which I honestly think is a bit of a shame. I don't really see the point in that. Like, okay, this fuses into Pumpkin and not... How does this fuse into Pumpkin? Because it's fire grass. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. There's not much I can say against that. I would have liked to see a Flame Swordsman, and we will see a Flame Swordsman. I will make sure we do. The music is pretty interesting, I have to say. I'm pleasantly surprised. It's pretty hard. Oh my god, and we won before we could get the Flame Swordsman out. We will get it next time. Okay, that was Mako. Don't want to duel Mako. And is it really Mako? Someone in one of the videos wrote it's Mako. Maybe it was in the stream. Apparently because it was the translated name only, so it only makes sense for it to be pronounced in English, where it originates from. And if that's true, it does make a lot of sense. I just don't know if that's 100% true, so maybe someone knows more and can confirm it. Do these things fuse with anything that we have? Pyro dinosaur? No. A fiend dinosaur? No. 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 Okay, I give up. If we do it like this, the wins will come quickly, but it's not the most engaging thing in the world. Luckily, we do have some banger. Oh, damn, he beat us with the alignment. This would not have been possible in the first Duel monsters. Like, flat out not possible. If you don't have the attack power, you're cooked. I mean, you do get attack advantages, I think, but nothing to this degree, of course, so... Plant Dragon, yes. Oh, and look at this card art. What the hell? With the red background, this looks amazing. Doesn't this look amazing? I think it does. And the win, wow, perfect on the freaking duel point. Melting Red Shadow, we're of course looking at the cards that Joey drops us here because he of course also has a chance to drop something useful. I don't remember what exactly, but there is a chance. There's always a chance. Sometimes it's better than on other occasions, of course, but... Oh, that was Aqua. Yeah, we have to do it. I said we're not going to save scum this. Cybersaurus, and then you got it. Okay, yeah, fair. Machine plus Dino, Machine plus Fish. Oh yeah, true, Machine plus Fish is also a thing. We'll try to get those if the opportunity arises. Thank you for pointing that out, Mike. Would have completely forgotten about the fish combination, because how often can you actually fuse a fish monster with something? Such a pain in the ass. Okay, we will place Muka Muka for Mystical Sand next time, hopefully. Yes, nice. There we go. Starboy, Aqua. Yeah, we're not taking that. And another. So, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I'm currently... Oh no, it's a light one. Okay, Shadow beats light, that's okay. I've started editing the next big video for this channel, and it will be a big one, but long-time streaming viewers already could already have a guess what it's going to be. It's going to be one of the challenges that we did in CMC as the stream, and it's actually, I mean, I can spoil it, it's not like many people will see this anyway. It's going to be the first challenge that we did in the game, live on stream, which definitely takes me back because some time has already passed since I started doing this live here, and I'm also pretty proud of the little community we've already grown. And looking back at the first stream and the first challenge run of Gate Guardian only was pretty fun. The audio was not that fun to listen to because it was really not good, but it was pretty fun, and I think it's going to make for a very cool video. The problem is, of course, like with every CMC challenge run video, these videos are so freaking long because the game is so long. And I want to mention every opponent at least a little bit and explain how we beat them. I can't just like skip over entire fights if they actually require so much strategical stuff. So it's definitely going to be an hour plus. So far I have like half an hour edited almost completely or something, and I'm at the end of area 2, so strap yourself in for a long video somewhat soon. I don't know how soon exactly, but the next big video, the next big new video that's coming out is going to be that one. Okay, Lala Leon Thunder. Don't know if we can really utilize this. Okay, a dinosaur. Machine plus aqua. Okay, could try that. Let's go with the Pyro as our opener. Joey doesn't have strong monsters. Maybe we can get Flame Swordsman out now, finally. Just maybe. Is he gonna attack? Yes, he did. Okay. Hoped he might not, but what can you do? Awesome, looking forward to it. Nice. I'm glad. It's gonna be fun. And it's definitely gonna be a way different viewing experience than watching the stream, so all of you who were present here live, I mean, it's been a while. A and B is gonna be a much different viewing experience. I hope a better one. But I'm actually pretty sure, I'm fairly confident in the way that I edit my videos, so people who've already seen some of my videos and like them, you will get more of that kind of stuff, so I think it's gonna be fine. And Marquise, this one is for you. Look at the card art. That sword, dude. That freaking burning sword. Does Exodia exist in the game? That's a great question. I think it does. I think we do have one Exodia part. And I think you can win with Exodia. You can win with Exodia in almost any Yu-Gi-Oh game, even if it's not always an auto-win, as we've seen in our Exodia challenge run. But is there a Yu-Gi-Oh game without Exodia? Maybe the first one, Monster Capsule Breed and Battle. I have no idea. The sword is coming out of the card. Yeah, actually, dude. What the hell? I mean, the tail as well, but it's so cool. I love it. Okay, we have Forest and Dinosaur does not go together, right? No, it doesn't. Pyro, also not. Sad. So, Aqua and Machine, huh? Have neither. That's okay. It looks so good. Such a great card. Laleon, wonderful. I mean, with that cost in mind, you could probably play this competitively and have a lot of fun too, I can imagine. Yeah, at least one of the Capsule Monster games. Yeah, we did a challenge run only using Exodia in the newest Capsule game, that is. I don't know about Capsule Monster GB. I planned on maybe playing a little bit of that on stream today as well, but I have to see how we're going to cram it in timing-wise. We might not do everything that I planned for today, but I do want to give you that little surprise at the end that I promised. We're probably going to do this somewhere around, I don't know, maybe like 40-45 minutes or something. So we have a little bit of time left to enjoy that, but I would like to get a couple of good cards before we move on to that. And, okay, a lot of weak monsters, unfortunately. Exodia is not in a Zodiac is not in a Capsule Monster game that you were talking about that you hate doing, where you're walking around the board. Yeah, that's exactly the one that I was thinking about now. It also doesn't seem, but that's good to know. It also doesn't seem like Exodia would work in that game in any way. But yeah, you never know. I mean, now we do know, but before that I was like, yeah, maybe it has something like this. That was a misplay. I wanted to do this. Cyber Soldier, let's go. Attack. Actually, it was probably not worth it because our opponent's pretty weak. Okay. We can go for Metal Dragon. Nice. Oh, wow. Doesn't really look like much like a dragon, does it? It almost looks like a dinosaur or a lizard or something like this. And it's pyro alignment. Wouldn't have guessed that. Would have guessed it's wind or something like this. Haniwa. We're not getting the greatest drops from Joey here. But I think soon, a few more wins and then we got a nice little power up. Using the date as movement for a character. The date? There's probably translation like a autocorrect again, but I wouldn't really know what for right now. Oh, we have a female type, and that's Queen of Autumn Leaves. Okay, I will take that attack back because there's no point in wasting that strong attack for such a weak monster. And we know Joey plays weak monsters. The Metal Dragon doesn't look this bad for GBC, right? I mean, I think most of these cards look pretty cool, to be honest with you. Maybe not all of them, some are more intriguing than others, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied. It makes playing the game much more appealing. Just having the colors, you know. It makes a huge, especially in a game where not much else happens visually, it makes a huge difference. I was using dice as movement, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Korogashi and an insect, because we can do so much with insects. We can fuse so many cool things with so many different types, right? Amazing compatibility. But now on a serious note, why are some of these types so underrepresented in fusions? What kind of sense could that make? I don't understand. Okay, no rock dinosaur either, it seems. Mystical Sand, for sure. Let's go. The grind is definitely real with these old school games. We'll probably do a little bit of this every stream going forward, just so I can actually rack up the wins necessary to beat these. But I will play it off stream for sure, as I did before, so we can actually see some progress without having to walk through the slog that is this grind fest. There's so many wins that you need to make realistically in order to beat the game. Just because you need the better cards, you know. Okay, but now we get Cybersaurus. Okay, okay, nice, nice. A bit different than the original, than the other one. Excuse me. Let's wrap this up. I think soon I have to switch over to something a little bit more exciting. So we keep things turbulent here. Female and plant, we know that's a great fusion. And there it is. Another win against Joseph. Tentacle plant. Okay. How many? Wait a minute. Can we check the records? Yes. 19. We have 19 wins. Okay. We are going for the 20th for sure. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, that's a good start. Pretty good start. We don't even need to do much here. Play strong cards. So I suppose until the next time we play this game, I will do some grinding and I will try not to make any substantial progress, and then we can like just clear the entire next room, ban Keith, Sato KAIBA, all of these people. We will Underwood, for some reason he's in there as well. Make it make sense. We will clear all of these then. Ancient Jar plus theme will bring out plus, you mean the spellcaster? Yeah, that should bring out Ushione. It's basically the fusion system from Forbidden Memories, isn't it? Mountain Warrior, okay. We don't like that too much. Okay, now Garuzis, 1800, another. Isn't that great? I think it is. So let me put this in our deck. Beast, I think still useful. Lands also useful, I suppose. Pot, Tamazar. I would like to keep one dinosaur just for the lols. As long as, okay, the aqua one is going. Okay, what freaking number was that thing? Garuzis was the name, right? We can find it for sure. Thank goodness it was a pretty low number. Okay, and one more against Bakura, just because it's fun. We might draw Garuzis here. I mean, we might not, but... I discovered the fusion when playing Duels of the Roses. Yeah, that's probably carrying over the fusion system from Forbidden Memories, because it's basically a sequel. It's actually a literal sequel. And probably adding things on top. There's so many weird, like, secret fusions in Forbidden Memories. And I love it. I love to watch these videos sometimes where people are doing, like, extremely weird combinations that don't really lead to improved cards anyway, but it's so funny that these fusions are even possible in the game, you know what I mean? Maybe we can get another Flame Swordsman in this duel. Wouldn't it be cool? Come on, a warrior type, please. No, he destroyed the Cherubin. He heard us talk about it, he didn't like it. He did not want to give this to us. Okay. This is not a female type, it seems. Green Phantom King. Okay, my bad. I thought, yeah, I misgendered this card. I'm sorry. That was not my intention. We will turn the king into the queen, though, and now we are rolling over Bakura. I'm still working and tracking to unlock every card in the card library in that game. I think, yeah, Duels of the Roses can also be quite grindy, can it? Yeah, Marquise, I know. Actually, let's do a couple more. Now I'm kind of... Oh, nice, another warrior. I don't know if we can really use this in our deck, because we do have quite a few warriors already, it feels like. Yeah, a better... What this game definitely needs is better UI, better, like, trunk and deck functionality, and, like, an option to sort your cards, you know, stuff like this. Like, very basic stuff that we've grown to be used to already, but, of course, in a game like this, it would probably be a bit much to expect, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, we need to place a second monster. I'm a moron, I should have fused, but it's okay. Mystical Sands, and... Okay, we can chain fusions. What the hell? We can... Okay, I was not aware that it works like this. I thought this was not possible. I thought we can't put two cards on one. We can chain fusion. Wow, okay, this opens up a few doors. There's still the problem of the first turn with low attack monsters and everything, but this is quite cool. Okay. Pyro and warriors. We all know what that means. We can try. Marquise can try. Maybe it's gonna work. We need a warrior. We need a warrior now. And we got it, dude. There he is. The Almighty. But what was it with Gaia in Duel Monsters 1? Do we need another warrior for Flame Swordsman, or do we need like a beast or something? No, that's Flame Cerberus. Okay, my bad. There's the warrior. Okay, you get a Vermilion Sparrow for some reason. I thought we could get Gaia or something. But then we can go into Flame Cerberus. And then, I don't know. Delete it for a way weaker monster. No, we're not doing that, of course. But we saw him, you know. We saw him for a brief moment at least. Dark Pierce Light. Not a great card, especially for a game like this. Okay, but I think we can save the game to kind of make sure. How far are we away to get another card from Bakura? 8 more wins. Okay. Now I kind of need to think shortly how we want to do this. We could move on to the Capsule GB game, play that a little bit, and then go for the little surprise that I was mentioning. But I need to kind of think a little bit about how long I want to stream for. Probably like an hour or something. Let's do a couple more duels. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll move. Then we'll move on. We used that weird Demon Sword card. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Okay, that's a very specific one. It's probably what we need in this game as well. Mike, I'm up for the grind. Okay, nice. You're hyped for the grind? That definitely helps me get hyped for the grind as well. So we are continuing. So who's the bad guy in the campaign here? Everyone. Every single opponent. No. There's a few. There's like one final boss. And then there's like extra bosses afterwards. Usually you can only have one of them in the old school Game Boy style functionality. And depending on your save file, you would get a different one. There's like Yami Yugi, I think. There's like Yami Bakura. There's Ishizu, Ishtar. The very first appearance ever, I think, was in this game, outside the manga or something. Something along those lines. Why did I place the dinosaur? That was stupid. Zombie dinosaur? No, for some reason not. Okay. And I don't know who's the actual... Is it Pegasus? It might be Pegasus, but I could be so wrong about this. Okay, zombie warrior. Another warrior onto it. Yes, armored zombie. Something else on it? No. Okay. My bad. Oh, machine on dinosaur. And then a female type to kind of seal the deal. I think that's good. And we were lucky 300 attack was enough. We did so much damage. Okay, the deck is slowly kind of... the ball starts to roll, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that was stupid. My bad. We're going back on this. We said rewinding this is okay. Nakagal 2. Another warrior on the zone? No. Okay, not what we need. But that's okay. We have a lot of damage. We won? Did we win already? Yes, we win. That was a quick one. Nice. This is how it should go, you know. Pot the trick, not bad. But necessary for us? Is it good for us? Okay, strong opener. Actually a stupid opener, my bad. Why is it a stupid opener? Because if we place something else that we can fuse on top of, like a machine, and then use the dragon afterwards, we can then get the fusion second turn plus the strong fiend monster. Otherwise we would have the strong fiend monster and just one of the fusion materials on the field. So we're trying to learn efficiency in this game, and slowly we're getting the hang of it. Okay, but Metal Dragon is probably not going to fuse into anything that's worthwhile to us now, right? No. Didn't think so, but wanted to make sure. Let's place the Pyro. Okay. Yeah, next time we win. The grind definitely is starting to become quicker. Cerberus? Yes. Wow, 2100 is strong, dude. Dark Plant. Fair enough, we already have that. We don't need another one. But we'll gladly take it from Yobakura. Okay, let me try something. If we place Armored Zombie now... No, okay. Does not fuse. Garou this? No. Okay. Ah, that's unfortunate. But I mean... Lame go. What the hell? That was not really worth it, but it's okay. At least a little more attack. I think you can go for Metal Dragon and the Thunder... okay, yeah. Thunder, Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, right? Probably. You're probably right if that's what you mean. Which I think it is. Pyro... Vermilion Sparrow and Garuzis to top things off. We are not doing too bad, I think. It's just that we usually take a turn to kind of build the board, depending on what we draw, of course. There it is. Milus Radiant. That's okay. What does the record say? 5 more against Bakura. We can do this. We're pretty fast now. Pretty strong deck already. We could grind Joey for another 10 wins and Bakura as well, because you get 3 at 10 wins, at 20 wins, and at 30 wins, and then it repeats. So we could keep grinding them and get the same cards again. So definitely possible. And we're also grinding our duelist levels so we can use more stronger cards. More strong card, like I meant, you know, damn it, you know what I meant. I don't think I have to explain. Okay, I have to go for okay, we can't fuse on top of it because we attacked. That was the thing that confused me. Okay, it's not. We need a warrior. And we don't have a warrior, that's fine. This is not a warrior right now. Okay. Damn it. Okay, then, and if that's the case, we're gonna do it like this. Oh, dude. Does this count as a regular warrior? It does. There he is. Oh my god, look at this sword. Look at it. Wonderful. That's probably gonna turn into Firegrass? Yes. Okay, but Firegrass can fuse with something else, maybe? No? Yeah, with the pots, the Silver Rock. Okay, 900 attack is not what I wanted necessarily. But it's a rock type. No, okay, that was not the right move. Okay, that was also not the right move. What the hell? This track is wild. This is almost like Crash Bandicoot music. What the hell is that? Could fuse a dragon though. This looks like a Pokemon, doesn't it? Wow. Rock Dragon uses boulders to attack. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. I'm pretty sure even. Look, you even learned something new in this stream. I should change the category to education. Amoeba. Not a good card. Bakura, why are you not dropping us anything worthwhile? Is Cyber Sleuth Dum friendly, or is like World 1? I mean, I can tell you Artillery because that's one of the few Digimon games I played, which is pretty ironic because I love the franchise. I have to play Digimon games more often, but I played Cyber Sleuth and it's an RPG. You collect Digimon, you train them, but you don't have to feed them. They don't die of starvation or something like that. So yes, it's way easier to get into. I also bought Digimon World Next Order, which is supposed to be like a new version of Digimon World 1, and I did not figure out anything in that game. I could not get past the opening stages. For the life of me, I couldn't. Maybe that would be a good game for on-stream, because I would surely need some backseating and some help with that. I was completely cooked in that game. But yes, have you played Digimon Link? No. What is Digimon Link? Sadly, I haven't played many Digimon games. It's crazy. Definitely something we will cover on the channel. I just have to find some smooth transitions to kind of move away from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Only space to kind of do a few not extremely related things in parallel fashion, but we will find a way. Cyber Soldier. I got Cyber Soldier. Interesting. Okay, then let's go into Cyber Syrus and place Fire Reaper. Okay, that was an Aqua monster. Good to know. Sounds like my type of fun. Are you having fun in Cyber Sleuth is way easier than a Next Order. I don't want to say it's more fun because I don't know, but I just couldn't for the life of me figure out how to play Digimon World Next Order. I couldn't. And I don't think I'm particularly dumb. Maybe I'm not the smartest of people ever, but I think I'm generally quite quick in figuring out systems and patterns and logical thinking and all of that, but I don't know. Apparently I was too stupid to play that game. I don't know what I did wrong. I tried to figure it out. I tried it multiple times, new save file, turning down the difficulty, looking up YouTube what other people did, and somehow I just couldn't figure it out. Maybe the tutorials I was watching were also trash, but I have no idea. But yeah, Digimon games, dude. I'm getting hyped for that franchise as well. So many things I'd love to do in this channel, and it's just so little time. Even if this was my full-time job, which of course it isn't, there would still be time limitations, but especially if you do this just like as a side thing, you try to edit videos, live stream once a week, not a lot. There's so much time just eaten up by that, but then there's so many other things happening day to day that you just can't really commit more time to the things you would like to do on the channel and stuff. But sometimes I also think it might be a good thing, because then burning out in these things is not as much as a risk. It's a mobile game as well, out for a couple of years. Okay, I didn't know that. How did I miss this? How is it extremely scummy with microtransactions, or is it passable? What would you say? Because if it's, I mean, it will have some. We are all aware of that, I think, but there's like different degrees to that stuff, isn't it? It's much more friendly than World 1, closer to traditional monster collecting RPG. Yeah, that's. I think that's a very fitting description. Need some digi-fix. By the way, did you see the Black Agamons showcase? I didn't see it. I did see some people talk about it on YouTube, like thumbnails and titles and shit, but didn't watch anything specific yet. But I did watch some Carney X videos on some infos on the new Digimon game and stuff like that, so I think the hype is slowly building. I think he also played it. He was able to playtest it, and I think the response was pretty positive, so looking forward to that game. It's going to be expensive on release though, isn't it? AAA title. Don't know if I'm going to buy that for on release. I would love to play it. I would even like to play it on stream maybe, but if it's going to cost like 70 or 80 bucks, dude, that's going to sting. Gonna hurt the very, very vital organ, which is the wallet. What are we fusing now? No. Why would I do this even? Tiger Axe, I guess. No. Okay. No. Alright. I will place the spellcaster. We could get the Ushi Oni next turn. Yeah, there it is. Oh, what the hell? Look at this card art, dude. What? This looks amazing. I love this card art with the green background. What the hell? This goes hard. Music also goes pretty hard right now, I have to say. That was a good decision, going for these tracks. Well, let's place another pot, because then we can go for Mystical Sand. And okay, that was stupid, wasn't it? It was. Sorry, we're gonna go back on this. No, okay, interesting. I thought we could get a Nekogal or something. But we can... No, we also can... Why is Tiger Axe not fusing into anything? We need a Pyro Monster, right? Okay, in that case, we will have to do this, but we will have enough damage. If you want to try Cyber Sleuth, I do recommend to play it more as a monster farm breeder instead of focusing on small handful of Digimon. Yeah, for sure. I think there's more fun in that, because if you just play it for the combat and everything, I never played other like Monster Collection Japanese RPG type of games, but I can't imagine that it can really keep up with them in terms of everything. What the hell? Where am I? Okay, went one too far. Okay, 19 wins. We almost did it. Amazing. Sounds a little like Digimon World 2 though. I have a handful of them for DNA Digital Ocean. Wasn't Digimon World 2 like really tough or really bad or something? Didn't someone say it was like not something to recommend? Maybe I misunderstood that, but it's kind of in my memory. I know that Digimon World 3 is beloved by many, but somehow in my mind, 2 is did not have great reception. Is that true? Okay, come on. Okay, this track goes hard. What the hell's happening, dude? Okay. This is surprisingly fun. The game on triple speed, the music in the background is still Yu-Gi-Oh! Music running, which is pretty freaking cool. And the deck finally coming together. I like this a lot right now. This is a machine. This is a machine. Okay, we're gonna go for the big attack wall. Not a warrior. Dragon's Dogma is awesome. I really recommend also to read a little. Wait a minute, who asked about Dragon's Dogma? Oh, that was a general recommendation. I do recommend also to read a little bit about character creation, how it affects stats. It's pretty hidden. You mean on Dragon's Dogma, or you mean in Digimon? Probably Digimon, right? Yeah, there's a few stats with like. There's a few stats that are, it felt like almost mandatory for the game, and not a lot of Digimon have them. And I definitely had to Google a lot of stuff when I was playing that game. That was a lot of fun nonetheless. And Dragon's Dogma, okay, fair enough. Griggle. This thing is called Griddle. A Griggle. It's actually pretty cute, isn't it? Neck Hunter. Okay, this is what we did the grind for. Neck Hunter. I mean, Fiends, can't really fuse with them, not my favorites, but 750 attack is not nothing to scoff at, so we have to include it. Okay. Deck. I think I will get rid of the shadow thing. Or the dinosaur. Is it now time to get rid of the dinosaur? I think it is. As much as it hurts me. Okay, people, how is the card called that we just got? We have Time Wizard as well, damn. And there is Exodia, look. It's not colored for some reason. It's Exodia colored, I guess. But what was that card called? I forgot. How am I gonna find it now? I'm gonna look it up quickly. I just tried reloading my files in both Digimon games that I have for the mobile version. It gave me internet connection error, if that says anything about the new Digimon game we saw at Caster. Okay. Okay. That's wild. Dude, Stardust Accelerator with the nice OST today. I'm pleasantly surprised. I will keep this in mind for the next streams when we need background music. That's lovely. That is lovely. Okay, what did I want to see? Wait a minute, Yu-Gi-Oh! DM2... Bakura. I've been watching some episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series as well. Some episodes I think I've never seen, just randomly skipping through to kind of find some funny clips. And dude, Little Kariba was cooking even years after his initial start of the series. It's a shame he didn't continue making it at the same pace. I guess it probably overworked a lot and just kind of burned out on making the series and lots of other things. In life happening, but that series is comedy gold. It's so good. It's so freakishly good. Okay. Stage 3, we need stage 1. But if anybody wants to have a quick look, I will share you my browser here. Let's just move this down a bit so we can zoom in slightly and pull this to the left. So this is the progression of the game. And by the way, Wikipedia, really nice wikis coming along better and better. The more I visit it, the more I'm surprised how much info I find in these games. So definitely use the Wikipedia page, not the fandom page. Fandom page is in some regards absolutely horrible. So we can see here the final boss will be Pegasus, and then we have these dark stages, and we can change, thanks to the earliest collection, we can change which one we want to battle, you know. And Ishizu is one of them, which I find is pretty cool, probably because of the Millennium items, right? But I also love this shot of Yami Bakura. I think he looks so menacing in there, because he's just like, he knows he's gonna crush you, and that's why he's like, that's why he has that very tiny, very subtle smirk on his face. Anyways, we got Neck Hunter, and we can get Inhaler 2100. Do you see this? 30 wins, we get 2100 attack. Inhaler, what the hell? Okay, wow. Oh, that card, wow. Wonderful. Neck Hunter. Damn it. Ah, God. Then I think it's time to return to the game. Oh, wait, let me just check the number of it again. It's 526. That's going to save us a couple of minutes. So I don't have to look through all these pages now. 526. There he is. Neck Hunter. Amazing. Pretty good, pretty good. Was there a color? Because we haven't seen it in a duel yet. That's why there's no color. I think that's the reason. Okay, now a quick session against Panic. Sorry, not against Panic. We could also go against Panic, but against Keith, of course, because I do want to know if we can beat him. Can we beat Keith? Turn 1, 1500. It's not enough. He summons a machine. It's a fiend. We have a light in hand. But he's going to summon another one. But it's not. It's an insect. Forest. We can get rid of Forest. We have Pyrus in hand. But we don't draw. We're not drawing any of our good cards. Dude, where the hell are all of our beat sticks? Not looking too great. There he is, Neck Hunter. Finally, dude. Okay, this is the power of the grind. He's gonna attack into it, of course he is. Aqua and something unknown. Okay, if we played like this, he will just keep destroying our other monsters. So yeah, that's the problem when you're barely overpowering your opponent. In this case, we're not overpowering him at all, but we can set his Neck Hunter in defense position, which is very good. If you can't really overpower your opponent to a significant degree, getting out a single fusion to get things going is very difficult. So definitely a bit of a flaw in the game system, at least for the campaign, but it makes for a decent grind, and they improved on the grinding, make it less grindy overall and a bit more rewarding. So I really like how the development from Duel Monsters 1 to Duel Monsters 2 went. I know they changed a lot of things again for Duel Monsters 3, of which I think I don't like all of them, but we will see this once we arrive to that game. I know that you can make your own cards in that game, so that's absolutely wild. Fiends. We would need another light monster, but we're not gonna get it. Don't think we're gonna get it at all. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, he's gonna go for Firegrass. No, I don't think we're gonna get any fusions out like this. I have to keep this in defense position now, otherwise we're cooked. Okay, now we're done. We are done. That was not successful. One more try. Come on, one win against Keith. How hard can it be? And then we will move to the little surprise that I got for all of you. Shadow, come on. I mean, how likely is he to draw his freaking 1850 monster? I don't think he's that likely. Okay, he's not even beating of a armored zombie. I think we can go for a zombie. Okay, nice. That's a good one. But do we have a plant? We don't. We could go for a zombie dragon. And can we place a... Yes, stone dragon. Okay, people, we're getting somewhere. Would you look at this? Now we are cooking something. So we need a bit of luck, so our opponent doesn't top deck anything too crazy. And then if we can get a nice start early on, then we're getting somewhere already. How about key mace? Okay, yeah, Earth beats Thunder, that's good. And we got him. Yeah, I didn't have a plant in hand, I think. At least I thought I checked for a plant. But it's okay, we got him. That's Keith. 2 wins. 5 battles, 2 wins. Did we do the... Okay, no. Even though I'm pretty hyped about this game now, I do really want to get to that little thing that I promised to all of you. And we will play this game next time again. You can bet your ass on it. For now, we're quitting. Was a lot of fun early this collection this time around. I enjoyed that a lot. And now, as I'm prepping this, I want to say a few things about it. Damn, we have over 20 people watching. What the hell for the earliest collection even? That's crazy. What? Amazing. Damn, thank you to everybody who tuned in, especially the people in the chat, of course, but also huge thanks to everyone who's just lurking. I really appreciate everybody just being here with us and watching and having a great time. That means a lot to me. You wouldn't know, but it's actually a very nice feeling. Okay. Oh my god, I clicked play on the latest collection. That was not the thing that I wanted to do. So, some of you might remember me showing something on stream a few weeks ago. Something that's not necessarily Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. So I was like, okay, I have a lot of fun doing this, but can I make this fit on this channel, especially at this point where we haven't really done many non-Yu-Gi-Oh! Things yet? And I found a way. I found a way, and I will show you. I will show you. That was perfect timing for the music, like fizzling out like this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the last like probably half hour or so of the stream, I want to show you a game that I had a lot of fun playing recently. I haven't played it that much, but I had quite a bit of fun with it. So, the game in question is called the Karters 2 Turbocharged. This is a racing game that is very much in spirit of the classic racing game from the PlayStation 1, Crash Team Racing. Some of you probably know that game a lot. It's from the same era of like a lot of the games that we like and played from that time. But what's important here is this racing game, even though the characters, I do have to say the characters, the originals from this game themselves don't look that interesting in and of themselves, there's one thing that makes this game really freaking cool, and this is something I really want to show you. Let me just shrink my camera down a bit. To get back to the question of how the hell does this make sense for Yu-Gi-Oh? How does this make any sense? And let me show you. Do you see this? Take a quick look at the screen. Do you see this? Look at the model, oh my god. Look at this one, there's a few more. There's Taya. These were added today. Like, what are the odds? So what I wanted to show you is there's huge modding support for this game. These are just a few mods that I have installed. The game is a lot of fun. It has a bit of a steep learning curve at the beginning, and I will show you how it plays in a minute, but some mad person added a few Yu-Gi-Oh characters today or yesterday. It was like a few hours ago on Steam. Insane. And there's so many more. There's so many characters. Dude, I have gone from Tekken 3 in here. So I just wanted to share that with you and play a couple of rounds of this with the Yu-Gi-Oh mods I found, because they are absolutely hilarious. Did I beat all the challenges already? No, one that I haven't beat yet, so that's actually pretty cool. So let me edit one of these templates here. We can switch out the original characters to the modded version with one button press, and look, some of you might recognize this thing. If it was a do-ride or like in 5Ds. Wait a minute, Mike, wait a minute. I haven't shown you something yet. How can I find it now? Dude, this is KAIBA. I think he looks adorable. Here's Taya, but look who we have here. Oh my god, look how he's sitting. Dude, his legs are so long. What the hell? Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, they have to add vehicles. So far, the person has not added any specific vehicles to these Yu-Gi-Oh characters, but I hope they will add more, because I think these models are pretty neat. And what's really cool about this is you get a lot of different vehicles also. And there is this thing. You recognize this? I think you do. I think many of you recognize this vehicle, because it belongs to this man originally, who still looks hilarious sitting down in this, but they probably had to model him so he fits in the smaller cards as well. But do you see this? Oblivion Guard. Yeah, dude, Marquise, there's one person who made like 500 mods for this, and they're all high quality, and there's like 2,000 other mods, of which I can't say that they're all high quality. Some of them look a bit cheaper. Dude, I played this with a few friends. Oh, sorry, just a second, I have to update the stream title and thumbnail, because of course I have also something prepared for this stream in particular as well. Or for this game rather. So just give me a short second to do this. So the new people who join us for this game, they're not like fooled by the title. I don't want to like false advertise anything here. So, dang it, I did not come up. Oh, wait. Let me quickly come up with a title here. We're gonna do like racing as Yu-Gi-Oh characters, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, and then we're gonna do the game title in here as well. I really like this game so far. It's still in early development. The campaign is missing, but the main features and the modding support are there, and it's so great. So if you like kart games, if you like Crash Team Racing, or just like other kart games like Mario Kart, definitely check it out, and try not to be intimidated by the mechanics at the beginning. If you're not familiar with the boosting mechanics that are similar here, it can be a bit daunting, but once you figure them out, it's so much fun. I can guarantee you, it's so much freaking fun. Okay, just gonna quickly update this. In the meantime, okay, there's no wheels we can put on this. There's also, we can't put stickers. Yeah, it's modded, that's fine. Look at this, it's Kirby in the Simpsons car. Is this the Simpsons car? I think it is. Stitch, and one of my favorites, one of my friends came up with this. It's freaking, what's this guy called in English? I know in German he's called Anton. This Pokemon here in the Mr. Bean car. How great is that? Look at this and tell me this is not something like you don't want to play this right now. You wouldn't like to race as this thing. Can you genuinely say this? Be honest. Be honest with me. Okay, now it nuked the description of the video, but that's fine. We will edit the titles. Where can I do this? Update titles? Yes, we can do it here. Update all, and then I can edit this thing. Alrighty. Alrighty. We are looking good now. Okay, I think everything is set up now. Psyduck. What the fuck is this game? Federico Rojas, I assume is the pronunciation. Sorry if that's wrong. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. This is the one racing game on Steam that lets you play as Yu-Gi-Oh characters. And that's all I'm going to say for now, and I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay. This is on the highest difficulty challenge from the game itself. You can get way more competitive than this, but beating the highest difficulty already requires a bit of mechanical prowess. I'm saying as I'm probably about to embarrass myself here, but I have played Crash Team Racing quite a lot, so I do have a general sense of how these boosting systems work. Damn it, dude. Okay, okay. It's a bit of a turbulent game, you will notice this. And I will watch it on my main monitor, because if I watch it through OBS with the 30 FPS that I'm streaming to you guys, it's somehow a bit more difficult to play. Damn. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good so far. As you can see, the game is very floaty and quite fast, so... oh no, I went out of bounds. One of the coolest features here is that you can go out of bounds, and you're not out of bounds until the moment you hit the ground. So if you're fast enough, and you can get extremely fast in the game, you're building like reserves, which increase your overall speed. This is the percentage number you see in my my bottom right corner. If you go fast enough and you bump into the air correctly, you can skip over some pretty huge chunks of tracks, and you're not out of bounds if you don't hit the floor anywhere, so you can make some really crazy skips. And I like this vehicle a lot, and somehow I like to drive it as Tato. I don't know, I think Jack Atlas is cool, but nobody beats KAIBA. He's just the man. He's the KAIBA man. It's hard to compete against him, and there's really no point for it, is it? So of course in this game, as you can probably see already, your main goal is to drift all the time to build speed, because that is where you get your speed increases from, and I'm really horrible right now. I'm freaking fit. Dude. Damn it. Okay. I was trying to read chat right now, and it's not something I should. You should not read text messages while driving, kids. Take it from someone who just almost crashed his car. His like modder is like his futuristic, premium, world-class duelist type of car, or whatever this thing is. Okay, I thought we were gonna get the bump off the bridge, but we were too fast even, because we rode straight over it. KAIBA and Jack Atlas Wheeler, isn't it great? I think this is absolutely hilarious. As I said, this vehicle and these character models that I just showed you were added like one day ago, or maybe even today, I don't remember exactly. So people are adding content for this, and sadly the game does not have the recognition that it deserves, in my opinion. So if this looks even remotely interesting to you, get the game and download some Yu-Gi-Oh mods. And a million other things that are really, really cool. You have Mario characters in here, you have Crash characters as well, so really a lovely game. And now I need to focus a little bit, because I would like to beat this cup, so we don't have to repeat the same challenge again. But what I also like is that the toughest AI difficulty is not easy to beat. You really need to know the tracks, you need to know how the game works, you need to understand the mechanics and be decent in them. So for a beginner, it's I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's probably pretty difficult to beat it. And yeah, me getting 4th place in that last race is probably quite telling, isn't it? But I have still a lot to learn here. I've seen some people play this on YouTube, and the kind of tricks that they're pulling, it's insane. Yeah, it is CTR type racing, Zinnikin. It's more floated in CTR, it's not an exact copy, and the reserve system works differently. You don't have like a speed cap. The more reserves you build with your boosts, the faster you go. That's the percentage number you see in the bottom right. But the general sense that you want to drift at all times essentially is definitely taken from Crash Team Racing. And I've not played online yet, but the cool thing about the mods is, probably the most important thing is, these are all like community approved mods, so people see them online. If I race as KAIBA in Jack Atlas's vehicle here, this is how other players will see me online. And I find this absolutely hilarious. I love it. It's actually one of the main appeals for me. Like, when I bought this game, I was like, okay, yeah, mechanically a lot of fun, but somehow I'm missing the flair of iconic characters that I've grown to know and love over the years. You know, the appeal that Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing always had due to their IPs. Somehow I'm missing that or something like this, and then, dude, 2,000 mods. And you see them online, and I was like, okay, that's exactly what this game needs. Definitely a smart decision on their part. And I'm not sponsored, by the way. I know I'm talking very fondly about this game right now, but I'm not sponsored, and I bought this copy myself. Even though you could, I think you were able to sign up as a content creator to, like, for a chance to get a free copy so you can promote it on stream or in videos. But at that point, I had already bought the game when I saw this, so... Okay, second place, a bit better. Let me read some of your messages here. Mario Kart Racing has got a new competitor that's gonna make it run for its money. Are you talking about this game, or are you talking about the different kart racer that's released that I'm unaware of? Because I don't know if this game can really be a competitor, because it's really not that known. This will be a very nice niche title for people who find it, or for people who've known about it for the last years, due to announcement trailers and stuff. But there's not a strong brand behind it, so that's where I fear that it's not going to have that much of a player base, or like a huge player base. But if the player base that is there is dedicated enough, it can have a long lifespan and a very thriving community. And the amount of custom content is already a good sign of that possibility of that happening. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this game. Yeah, I think the potential is there, but something needs to happen to build hype. I think mechanically it can definitely compete once they hit the full release and add a nice campaign to it. But that campaign should be solid, you know. If it's just like a cheap campaign with a few basic missions, it's probably not going to be that great. But everything that's already in the game is pretty promising, so I don't expect them to fumble anything that they include in the future. Okay, nah, it's so crazy. When you bump into these trees, you can get so much height, it's ridiculous. And when you have more speed than I had there, you can do some crazy skips, I think. So whoever the person is who added these Yu-Gi-Oh models, if you, for the odd chance that you see or hear about this, please add more. I love your work. I love it. The KAIBA model is insane, and I would love to have more 5D vehicles. It's so great that Yu-Gi-Oh has an entire part of its not like a spin-off season or something, it's an entire part of its anime life cycle that is dedicated to racing and has custom cool looking vehicles. It would be so great if we had more of these in the game. I would really appreciate that, and I think there's a lot more people who would do as well. And there we go, this was a good race first. Gambler, oh my god, the Gambler from GX, dude! Imagine! There's so many cool characters you could add into this game. It would be insane. Oh my god. So, or if anyone else is capable of modeling these, or like extracting models from anywhere else, scaling them to the correct size and then implementing them here, if you are able to do this and are willing to invest the time, that would be a godsend. I know I have neither the time nor the knowledge for this, but my god, would it be amazing. And the fact that this person added these mods like a day ago makes it promising that they might add more soon. And this is the bridge bump that I wanted before. I don't know why you're racing the same track twice in the same cup. That's a bit weird. But maybe that's just how these early challenges are designed. There's also custom tracks. Like, don't be mistaken that this is only about like vehicles and character models. There are custom tracks. There's a lot of tracks. There are a lot of tracks taken from Mario Kart games, from CTR, like fan favorites that have been implemented here, and I love it. You can really see that there's a huge part of the community that is dedicated, and maybe if we play this another time on stream, hopefully soon, there will be more Yu-Gi-Oh characters to show off. Oh my god, where am I going? I was reading the chat again, dude. Kids, don't read and drive, it's so dangerous. You might completely turn the wrong way during a shortcut, and that would be tragic, wouldn't it? The game is quite floaty though, so you definitely need to get used to the insane speed and how floaty everything is. But somehow I like that, because in turn it means that you have a lot of aerial control. which not a lot of these kart racing games have usually. Sometimes they tend to feel a bit stiff and a bit hard on like turns and stuff. And there's some advanced mechanics in here as well, like you can U-turn in the air without losing almost any speed, if you know how to do it, but it's a bit finicky, so definitely something you can need to grind out to be able to do it. But look how over 150 freaking speed, and now I bumped into something and lost some speed, but 150%, like come on, this is so satisfying once you learn to pull it off. And I reckon good players can go even faster. And there you go, we got the unlock, nice. And I suppose now I leaked my Steam username, but that's fine. That is fine. I mean, if people get hyped about this game and the community grows, we can even do some community things at some point in the future. But of course, this is not going to be the main focus of these streams on this channel. I just wanted to show this off because it was so hilarious. I wanted to play this on stream, and I was thinking like, okay, how can I introduce my crowd to this, and how can I tie it in with the Yu-Gi-Oh crowd? And then I saw these freaking mods, and it was so nice to see. Is there another cup? Oh, wait a minute, is there another cup we can do? Let's put it on Karting Legends. Time trial. How about we do a time trial, dude? Let's do one more thing. Then we're gonna go off very soon, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes or something. Generally, it would be so cool to see the dual wheelers from 5Ds. A lot of them look so dope. Yeah, definitely. You say Access and the Dark Signer. Dark Signer, I have to watch 5Ds. I don't remember much at all. I remember a few characters, the few key characters, and a few antagonists, you know, from watching TV back in the day as a kid, but damn it. Damn it, damn it. We need the gambler. I have to track down the person who made these mods and freaking contact them and say them, can you please add some GX characters? I would love that. Okay. How about we use Taya? How about we put Taya in... Oh, you don't see her in the Krabby Patty mobile. What else we got? Okay, I don't have a lot of modded vehicles, sadly. Yeah, okay, Taya's gonna... It's fine, it's fine. This is a great combination. Or maybe in a SpongeBob boat. Or the Mr. Bean one. Okay, no, we're taking the Mr. Bean one. I love this combination. What kind of wheels? What kind of wheels? Yeah, let's take these wheels, that's fine. No stickers. Okay. Okay, the vehicle didn't save, but whatever, it's okay. We're gonna do 4 rounds time trial. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. There was a racing game available on the Wii, if I remember correctly, but the game flopped. Okay. Wait a minute. I feel like his name was Calvin Kessler? Who are you talking about exactly? I'm sorry, I didn't quite get it. Okay, what the hell is this stage? What the hell is this stage, dude? Is this a stage from the first Karters game? I know there was a Karters 1 that didn't really do very well. Was the dope wheeler? Okay, fair enough. Or is this a stage from a different game? Okay, I'm not very good right now. I'm actually pretty slow, but I think I chose the wrong turns for a lot of these. Dude, Taya in this vehicle is so funny. We should have gotten Taya in 5Ds. Oh my god, I tried to do the U-turn trick, I lost all my speed. Okay, now we're building some back up, that's fine. I need a few bumps. That was not good. That was not good at all. But we're catching up, at least a few of these people. Oh my god, yeah, we got it! No! We dropped! Oh my god, what the hell? Donkey Kong vibes, yeah, definitely. Maybe it's like a Donkey Kong Racing stage or something? Or was it Diddy Kong Racing? Never played it myself, but it does have that kind of aesthetic, doesn't it? I'm not fast enough for this. Okay, I am. I thought it's like gonna be a big gap that you can only access if you have like 140% speed or something. And today I found out, I watched a short video on this, That's okay. That's a dope ass shortcut. That if you triple boost every time, like if you triple boost, your third boost always propels you a bit further than the first two. So you're basically incentivized to always triple boost, even if that means short cutting or like prematurely boosting your first two boosts. Damn, what was that bump, dude? What the hell? Okay, that's insane. But I'm somehow not confident that we're gonna win this, because it seems like the first place is already finished. Wait, this was the second... Was this not the lap? I thought this was the lap, dude. Okay, this is the lap. Okay, fair enough. Dude, what was that first place, man? 223. Okay, we need to do this again. We have to do this again. I'm sorry, but the music is very DK Mountain from Mario Kart, but the track also looks quite old school, doesn't it? Can I restart this, please? I cannot. Okay, I have to play all four rounds. It seems. Is this like a cup? It seems like it's a cup for time trials, so basically just time racing, but no items. I mean, I also like that. Nothing against it though. Oh my god, look at it! Okay, but if I do the back view, we don't really see a lot because of the vehicle. We need more of the 5D's vehicles. Oh my god, there's traffic! There's traffic, dude! Dude, there's incoming traffic. What the hell is this? What is this track? Okay, that's pretty dope. I have not played this yet. That's pretty nice. Dude! Oh no! We got run over. It's fine though. It's fine. Insurance is gonna cover it. How expensive must insurance be on these wheelie thing? How are these called? On these dueling motorcycles? Like, regular motorcycles are not that expensive, right? But how expensive must it be? Especially if it's like an elite duelist freaking vehicle like Jack Atlas's. I imagine it must be quite high, dude. I mean, look at this thing. There's so many things you can wreck in an accident. I'd really like to know. And what about parking? I don't remember this. Was this ever addressed in 5Ds? When they drive around in these, they probably have to park them somewhere, right? Because it's not something that's only used for dueling, if I remember correctly. Wasn't there a thing about the police also using this to chase down criminals and duel them into submission? I distinctly remember something like this happening at the start of the show. Oh no, I was stuck in the tree, dude! What the hell? Okay, this is a wild track. Oh my god. Taya, don't leave us hanging. Don't leave us hanging, Taya. Come on. I mean, but we're doing pretty good. I'm in first place. How did that happen? Last track was so tough, and now... Okay, I should not lob den Tag vor dem Abend. For my German-speaking friends. In other words, we're absolutely freaking cooked. Okay, no, we're... Okay, so I think the second place also ran into traffic, so it's fine. Dude. Okay, one more, we can do it. I say as I almost get run over again. A second later. But it seems like there's a pattern to the traffic. It's not like completely random or something. The cards are probably timed, so there must be a shortcut to the left there. Somehow. Come on, I hit it from the side, dude. Why would I... Okay, that was stupid. That was stupid! Why? Oh my god! It was a Kreisverkehr. How do you say that in English even? There's so many things in day-to-day language I don't even know the English word for. Nice bumps. Amazing. Oh, damn it, dude. Okay, okay. No, we're not losing this. We are not... Oh, did you see that? That was freaking clutch. I think we went the wrong way. This is probably the longer way to the finish, but we didn't lose any speed. The bump actually gave us more. And I think we're gonna beat him. We're gonna beat everybody. Yes, we caught it first place. Amazing. What the hell? Yeah, the police used them. Okay, fair enough. 25,000. Okay, wait a minute. It said Mario Kart on the finish line. Fair enough. Okay, so it's a Mario Kart track. 25k is the cost of regular motorcycle insurance, is around 2/3 of that for a regular motorcycle. So do you run? I would assume 5 to 10 times like that. Okay, fair. I mean, that sounds realistic, I guess. I would imagine it could be even more if it's like some prime sports vehicle kind of stuff, like Formula 1 cars or whatever they're called. Can I like get bumps out of this? Yes, I can. But am I slowed down by this? Is this like a different surface or something? I don't know. Okay, this is the interesting. Dude, this is the KAIBA Dome track, isn't it? There was one track, one Yu-Gi-Oh track I downloaded. It was the only one available. This is like the KAIBA Dome track, isn't it? Oh my god, this is the law matchup, and we are losing. We're 4th place, dude. We are 4th place. I have to win this. There's no freaking spell cards to kind of propel us forward now. We have to do it all by driving skill. We're building speed very slowly, and since the others have been building speed the whole time, I don't think we're going to catch up to them. We really need to get all of these turbos. Was that a controller lag, or what the hell was that just now? And the speed is climbing very slowly. Very slowly. Maybe I've been mistiming my boost the whole time. Dude, at least like a podium spot. Come on, I can't be like 4th here. Come on, no 5th. There's no way in hell. I'm cooked. I missed the boost. I missed 2 of them. Oh no. Come on, I want a 3rd spot. Please. Please, dude. Please. We're almost at 150 speed. What more do you want? No! No! What the hell? Come on, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. No, dude, not even 3rd. What the hell? Is the background music of the stage intro 5Ds? It could be. It's a 5Ds track. I can't remember the 5Ds arc where you say had to find a new insurance agent. Was that a plot point? Was that a genuine? I had no idea. Wow. What the hell? That was a cool track, dude. That was a cool track. Is there another race? Or was that it? Okay, last race. Last race of today. Last thing that's going to happen on the stream. So now it's all or nothing. Let's go. And I don't know this track. I have not raced on this track yet. That's a wonderful start. Okay, that was probably a big shortcut that we could have taken. At least how that looked here as well, probably. There was like something, a path leading up. But that's okay. There's also a path leading... Oh my god! Okay, if we have enough speed, you could probably make a big jump there. Yeah. Oh no, no, not enough height. Oh my god, what is this? Damn it. Okay, but this is a track where we can actually catch up to the others, because there are a lot of segments where you can freaking lose speed. I'm proving this by losing speed myself, which is wonderful. I think the mistake I'm making at U-turning in the air is that I'm doing it for too long. If you actually just quickly brake mid-air and turn around quickly, you shouldn't lose barely any reserves while making a very sharp and quick turn. And I haven't been able to really do this. I mean, I haven't tried it that much, but... Okay, this one was better, I think. Again, this time I didn't take the shortcut I couldn't take. Okay, so we're working ourselves forward here. Oh no! My god, so shy of getting over that fence. Ah, what is this track? I mean, I like the track. It looks like a lot of fun if once you get the hang of it, but damn it. Time trial race for the first time playing it is not the best idea. Okay, that shortcut was pretty efficient. Got us. How could I miss this by this little? This time we're getting it. Come on. This was way better. Ah, still bumped. Thought I could make it without a bump. Still fourth, dude. Fifth. Oh no, that's embarrassing. Okay, that was a bit stressful. Not gonna lie, that was kind of stressful, but a lot of fun. That was Taya in Jack Atlas's vehicle, everybody. I hope you had some fun watching that. People, I will call it a day now. Today was a lot of fun. Today was an extremely fun stream. I had a blast. I hope you had some fun too watching. And I will try to keep up this variety with the games. I hope this is in the spirit of everyone watching, but this is definitely something that I feel makes it easier for me to stay entertained, and also hopefully be more entertaining in the process and just have more fun and create more fun for everybody by doing this. So I hope you're equally as hyped to always kind of jump between games. I'll try to keep them relevant, you know, with each other, not to kind of steer away too much. But I think this was a nice segue into a little bit of racing action today with the Yu-Gi-Oh mods. I hope there are more mods the next time we play this on stream. And if anybody's interested in this game, I can highly recommend it. Make sure to get it. And maybe at some point we can host like a little community race or something. Aside from that, I hope you all had a great week up until now, and I hope you have a great week moving forward, a nice weekend, a nice relaxing end of the day. Hell, even we all deserve that, I think. And let me read the final messages I kind of missed. I had again if you're going to like sports, so I can remember the 5Ds. Oh yeah, I read that. Hey, I misplayed here. She never used to spell cards. Yeah, that's true. But I said in the beginning we can't rely on these today to give us some speed boost. Yusei becomes a Western gunslinger. I have to watch the 5Ds anime. Okay. I have, once I finish the GX anime, whenever that's going to be in 20 years, I will watch the 5Ds anime, and then we can talk about it more in detail. But people, I hope you had fun today. I hope you had a little bit as much fun as I had, because that would already mean quite a lot. And I hope all of you are going to join us next week, I think, or the next time when we stream. I will announce it as always. And I wish you a great evening, great day, and great rest of the week. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for stepping by, and I will see you soon. Cheers.